Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Gauntlet, the interactive live D&D show where our players are continuing their never-ending quest in their attempt to defeat every single monster in the official Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual. I'm your GM, Scott, and joining me today, we once again have Ben as Eleos Thanatos.
I'm ready to blast some faces off.
We have RJ as Lontil, the Snapping Vine.
Hey everyone, happy Friday.
We have Emmy as Fess, Shield of Kelemvor.
I'm so excited to smite twice as hard at level 5.
And we have Carrie as Lilith, the Cold Song.
Who else is ready to see what chaos level 5 brings?
Oh man, that is right. We have just leveled up to level 5. Well, you've leveled up to level 5. I don't get levels, guys. It's no fun. But I'll make up for it.
You don't get levels, you just get to kill us every week.
I just get every single monster that I get to throw at you and see how it goes.
Yeah, I feel like you get levels with the monsters. That's even enough.
I think you have enough fun, Gauntlet Master. Let us have ours, okay?
Oh, fine, if you insist. So before we get started, a quick rundown. If anyone is new here, you can help out the players by giving them adrenaline surge, inspiration, spin the wheel of chaos. Not always helpful, but usually is. And you can also donate bits to give gold towards their current goal of upgrading all of their healing potions to greater healing potions, which at the moment they are 57% of the way to their next potion. Also, we've got our follower giveaway is still going strong. We are at 223 of the 250. Once we hit that 250, we're going to be printing another Hero Forge miniature for a lucky follower. I will be painting it and I will be giving it to you. And let's see, what else do we have going on? Oh, an announcement that I should let everyone know. The economy is going to be changing with our inspiration points here at the Adventures Pack, ladies and gentlemen. So come the intermission, prices are going to be increasing slightly. Don't worry, we're not doubling them or anything, but they are going to be going up. So if you've been wanting to hold off on your points to spend on something before the break would be a good time to do so. Also, it is still the month of October, so Fess, Emmy, would you like to go ahead and give our charity shout out for this month?
Sure would. Okay, so if you go down into our widgets below, we have a link for our charity of the month. This month it is Open Meal. If you go to openmeal.org, they're doing some really amazing work connecting families in need and family-run restaurants. Both things that have been hit really hard by the current pandemic. So please give them some love. Check them out.
Indeed. And let me see here if there's anything else that I have. A quick hello to everyone in our chat. Thank you for everyone saying that the GM is always level 20 in every single class. I appreciate that.
I was thinking the exact same thing, Scott.
That is about right.
You're a big level GM.
Oh, well, thank you. We've
In
also
our
got...
hearts, of course.
Oh, of course. We've got our chat boss, Babs, who is still sitting pretty strong at about half health. We've got till the end of the month to see who's going to be the next VIP. I think that's enough of just me talking. We know what everyone is here to see. We are here to see carnage, chaos, madness, and a little bit of character and monster murder. So with that, newly level 5 players, are you ready to jump into today's episode of The Gauntlet?
Let's do this.
Bring it
Alrighty.
on.
If I could, GM, as we begin the show, I'd like to start at the sanctuary where we
Of course.
respawned.
Well, so when last we met the heroes, you had just been defeated by I believe it was the Gitzerai Monk, who had done a number on the party. But
That is accurate.
you had woken up in the sanctuary and had just leveled up. So you are here. You do have the calm of the sanctuary before heading off. So, would anyone like to do anything?
I would too, as well, but
yes.
first Lontil.
I, after coming to from being brutally knocked unconscious by that Gitzerai, I will look around. I'm guessing, GM, there might be some cots, some pillows on these cots nearby.
Yes, you've got like blankets, pillows,
Okay.
and
Is there anything like would the pillows or maybe like a mattress be stuffed with straw?
I'll say so. Yeah.
All right, I just wanted to take out my dagger, go over to a pillow near my cot there, kind of cut it open and draw out 4 little pieces of straw.
Okay.
Just bring up a big old handful. I'm going to tip my shield upside down, seeing that it is it's made of this rather large tortoise-like shell. It's got a little bit of a concave to it. I'm going to toss this piece of straw in there. I'm going to grab a water skin from my pack and start emptying the contents in there, and I'm going to start swishing it around. And from the underside of my shield, the sigil of my guild is going to start to glow a nice green. A little bit of aquamarine is going to start. Magical energy is going to start billowing up, and I'm going to say, friends, I had a vision in that killing blow. The elders of my druid circle spoke to me from afar. They know we are getting stronger, and they know the challenges that face us in this gauntlet that we are running right now. They've given me a little secret to our aid. Come, join. I'm going to present the shield to everybody. Grab hold.
All right, I will.
I'm here for it.
Okay.
This is exciting.
As we all the shield together, I'm going to draw the wand of the war mage. I'm going to begin to swirl and chant a little phrase in Draconic under my breath. A little bit of druidic words slip through my tongue as well as I start to ritual cast water breathing. And as I do so, a little small magical snapping turtle rises out of the water and makes its way over towards Fess and just gently touches on her chest and magically imbues her with the ability to breathe water for the next 24 hours. I bring the wand back to the surface of the water, and another spectral kind of ethereal jellyfish with this long tendril, looks kind of like a man-o'-war. There's this vicious jellyfish with, at the end of it, what almost looks like a little swinging spiked chain at the end of its tendril. It's going to go towards Eleos, again drifting towards his chest, and then as the magic hits him, it will wash over him, also imbuing it. Once more, as I finish up this ritual of casting water breathing, a polar seal will jump out and make its way over towards Lilith. Same effect. And then lastly, for me, a large crocodile, reminiscent of my ancestors, will join me. I just want to take the time to finish that ritual. And everybody here has water breathing cast on them for the next 24 hours. You can also breathe air.
Thank you, Lontil.
Ooh, I feel fancy, although that was a little startling. It was a little disorienting.
That was a little different, but you know.
It's
Don't
okay.
mind a little danger.
The seal was unexpected. Haven't seen one of those before, but you know, to be able to breathe underwater make it a little less scary.
I felt heavily advantaged the last time we were submerged, and I want everybody to have an equal plan. We're all going to need to count on each other going forward. We are facing some nasty fucking things.
I bet.
Yeah,
Good God.
On that note, if we're all feeling ready to go, I'm going to, let's see, looking at the three of us, looking at who's probably the smooshiest. Let's think about who Kelemvor can help the most today. And I will hold my emblem of Kelemvor in my hand, take it off my neck, put it in my hand. And after a moment, just some crackling, smoky gray light just shoots out and just hits Eleos, myself, and Lilith in the chest.
Oh,
And you have gained, your hit point maximum has increased by 5 for 8 hours, and you have gained 5.
no, thank you very much.
So these are not temporary hit points, they can stack with them. Your hit point
Okay.
maximum has just
All right.
I feel like
That's-
the three of us are maybe
8
the ones who
hours.
take the hit a little bit the hardest, so there we go.
And Fess, just to confirm, what was the name of that spell?
Aid. I have
Alright.
cast Aid.
All right.
Excellent.
Wow, I feel stronger.
Right. Oh, Well,
That's Kelemvor, see?
Yeah.
thank you, Kelemvor.
That's right. That's how we do it.
I don't
Alright.
much believe in these gods you keep talking about, but I'll take it. I like it.
You know what?
Be aware of me
Kelemvor's
a little
there,
bit.
whether or not you're worshiping him or not. It's okay. I'm a vessel for his awesomeness, so don't worry about it. It's cool.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much, both of you. That was
Yeah.
lovely. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
All right.
let's
I'm gonna
kill
do-
something now.
I want to do one more thing before we leave this room,
Okay.
and I am just going to touch my chest and murmur a little bit underneath my breath, and all of a sudden, ice just forms up around me as I cast Armor Vagabonds.
All right.
Right.
All right.
We're gonna go
Lilith
into this
is,
thing strong.
Yeah, we are. We're ready to punch. That monk won't know I hit him. I'm here to punch him back with my sword instead of my fist. I feel like I'm really mad at that guy. Anyway.
He was an asshole. So
I know. I hated him so much. Although
So
probably
much.
not nearly as much as our good friend Bob. But you know, I'll hit him really hard for Bob tonight.
I watched it all last time, and it just looked.
This is
honestly,
gonna be
it
a
did not
fun
look good. So that's why the extra preparation. I'm
I'm feeling a little intimidated here. So,
even that cube. What was that?
terrible.
we'll find out.
Ugh. All right. Well, are you ready?
Let's head off, shall we?
Yes. It's time to fight.
Do it.
All right. As you head to the northern door of the sanctuary, stepping out into the inky blackness, and you feel the air rush by you as you find yourselves in the darkened cave area once again.
Of course.
Let's see here. Lontil, you've got a pretty darn high passive, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
What's your passive perception?
17.
17. Okay. With a 17, as soon as you enter, you don't see much of anything else in the room, but you do see the light grayskin form of the ghast appear over in this area and immediately rush behind the wall to the north. So, with that, top of the round, Fess, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh, I did not say that.
What is your passive?
10. Still.
10. You did not see that.
Still 10.
Still a 10. Well,
Still
with
a
a still
10.
10.
It's all right.
But wait,
Could be
Fess, what is
worse.
it now?
Could be a
Huh?
5.
But Fess, what is it now?
It'll still be a 10 unless you want to just give me some. Unless you want to give me proficiency, it's gonna stay a 10. Unless, I don't know. If you want to make me just more empathetic and nicer and more generally aware of the world and up my wisdom score through divine intervention, we can do that too. But it's still a 10.
Well, I will say
Anyway.
some sort of intervention, but not divine. Bun Buns, welcome to the chat, and thank you so much for redeeming Sabotage.
Cool.
I'm going to say that since you had seen the creature, but it ran away, it was the only creature that could be targeted by our audience. Remember, audience, you do have to be able to see the thing in order to target it. But the ghast has been sabotaged for when it
Delightful.
does show up. And yes, I did get a haircut. Thank you for noticing. So, Fess, what would you like to do?
Well, so I didn't see the stinking thing.
No.
Let me measure my footsteps. Measure my footsteps. I'm gonna go like here. Just like this feels good.
Okay.
This is a good spot. And I'm going to hold. Now, correct me on this, Gauntlet Master, because I've heard this ruled a couple of different ways, and I want to make sure that I'm doing this the way you want to do this.
Okay.
At level 5, I now have an extra attack for extra
Yes.
stabbing power. And if I hold my attack, do I get 2 attacks?
Yes, because I believe the wording is when you take the attack action, you can attack twice instead of once.
Yes,
So you are
that is.
holding the attack action.
Correct. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna stand there and look mightily prepared for that undead
All right.
bastard who must be removed from this earth.
As you stand there, you do notice that it had run pretty far away. You have a clean line of sight to it.
Ah! Do I have 50? Ooh, I can't get to him. Ooh, I can't get to him. Ooh, I hate it. I got it. Okay, I got it. Ooh. I'm gonna go right there, and I'm just gonna look, just look it dead in its stupid undead eyes, and I'm prepared. I really wanted to hit him.
Okay.
That's as far as I can go.
It's a 10, you say.
It's a 10, I say! It will still not be a 10, and I'm sure I just walked into something. That's how these things go.
So as you as you rush forward, seeing the ghast, you're running forward and you're like, oh, its outline looks a little weird. And in your last 5 feet, you run headlong into a massive cube of goo. Listen,
That's all Fess.
it's a DC 15 in order to notice it when it's not moving.
Yeah? That sounds about right. This is my luck, kids. I just gave that whole big speech about how cool Kelemvor is and stuff. Just walking into cubes, it's fine. I'm an adult. I'm a responsible and adventurer. I know. So what now, Gauntlet Master?
I'm double checking.
Am I dead? I'm gonna be real mad if I'm dead.
No,
I was
but
gonna hold an attack. Does this count?
Okay.
Has something entered my combat field?
I
don't know.
Sure.
I think I just hurt the Gauntlet Master with my idiocy. It's fine.
It can okay. Transparent. Yes, on a failed save, or when you're just you entered the same space. So you can't breathe all of a sudden.
Yeah, this ain't water, so I assume I can't breathe cube. Water breathing doesn't cover cube.
You take 9 points of acid damage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
You are
great.
engulfed. You
I
are
love
engulfed
it.
by it. On your turn, you will be able. So it is technically your turn. I know. You had said you were holding. However, you had seen the creature. You were rushing towards it. So I will say you haven't actually taken your action yet. You can, as an action, attempt to escape. It is a strength check.
Right? It's a strength check.
It is a strength
Cool
check.
Story. Well, we're gonna. I have inspiration. We're just gonna use that because
Okay.
this is some no. Okay, fine. Okay, that's going to be a 16. Do I get out of the
16.
stupid cube?
Yes, you do get out of the stupid cube.
Cool.
You are able to wrangle yourself free and move backwards.
Great.
And now you
Cool
can very
first round.
clearly see the large mass of jelly. And you can see a couple of bones that are just resting at the ground by what could be considered its feet or its base. So yeah, and I think that's all of your movement and your action. Is there anything else, Fess?
Really is. Yeah, I'm just gonna shake some of it off of me and go, great first round, guys. There's a freaking cube here. Level 5 is gonna be great. Level 5 is just gonna be awesome. Didn't you guys know we started out so strong? I had temporary hit points, and now they're all gone. Everybody's fine.
You been slimed?
Yep. Yep, don't go this way, go the other way, guys. The other way around. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, with your turn over, that's going to bring us to the Ghast, who is going to rush around here to you and
Cool.
is going to attempt to attack you.
Please do.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Stupid undead idiot.
Oh, and I'm sorry, it was at disadvantage, so nothing happening there. Also, Spoonkins, thank you so much for the adrenaline surge. That is An additional adrenaline surge for Lilith, and it looks like one for Fess so everyone is up to max. Nicely done. So that's going to be it for the
This one
ghast,
sucks.
which is going to bring us to Eleos. You are up. What would you like to do?
Well, all right. This is exciting. I'm going to come right up here, and I am going to send 2 Eldritch Blasts into the ghast's face.
All right,
So the
sending
first
2
one-
Eldritch Blasts into the ghast face. But before you do that, Zagmeister has redeemed Agent of Chaos on you, Eleos. So we're going to go ahead and spin that Wheel of Chaos and see just what is going to happen to you. Round and round it goes. Gifts await. Oh, Eleos.
Good.
Next time you
I
go
like
to a
that.
sanctuary, you should check in the chest.
All right. Okay, so the first was a 12.
Okay, a 12 unfortunately does not hit.
All right, and the second is a 16.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage for that second Eldritch Blast hit. As you fire 2 blasts towards the creature, one of them arcs and goes wide and hits the wall behind it. The other one hitting it square in the face.
Good. Well, all right. So that is going to be a total of 11 points of force damage.
Ooh, 11 points of force damage right out of the bat. Very well done. Okay, Eleos, anything else from you?
I think that's all I can do right now at this point.
All right.
Yes.
That is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you are on deck.
Alright, seeing my friend start to get surrounded, I am first going to try to freeze the bugger behind her.
Okay.
17.
17 will hit the ghast. Go ahead and roll that frost damage for me, please.
1.
1.
I used
So-
up all my luck on my
Level 5 is gonna be great.
1 point of frost damage as the ghast, its legs and limbs begin to lock up. Its movement speed is, however, still halved, so that is a thing.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's helpful. Alright, and then I'm going to move here.
All right, moving up to join your other tiefling friend.
Hey, buddy.
Hello. Let's do
And-
this.
Anything else from you, Lilith?
That is it for now.
They're so
Oh.
kind and convivial for a pair of fiend-descended weirdos. It's very. They're just like, oh hi, how are you?
That's
Oh,
profiling. We may be from hell.
You know
Hasn't
I
been
love
we
you,
found
boy. You know we're all good friends here in the Gauntlet, and that I love you guys.
Love you too, Fess.
Well, with that,
Not everyone
Lontil,
from hell kills things.
you are up. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, it seems like things aren't going as, and maybe I need to shake things up, create some chaos to roll the dice in our favor. So I am going to move 5, 10, 15 feet here. My
Okay.
back up against this pillar here. I would like to twirl my spear in the air, stab the point in the ground so it's sticking straight up. I will draw the wand of the war mage and begin to chant some very guttural, some very loud words in Draconic. The sigil on my shield begins to glow, and I'm going to cast a brand new spell. I'm going to cast Conjure Beasts. And I'm going to summon
Oh, here we go.
a goddamn dinosaur. I want to summon it right here next to me.
Okay. So, summoning the Allosaurus, that you remember from past encounter.
Yes.
Is that where you wanted it?
Yes, I want to start there.
Okay. Let me give you control of it.
Awesome. Awesome. Let me just double check the spell because I think I have to roll a new initiative.
Okay.
I don't know how that's gonna.
I've got the card for that thing somewhere around here. Hold on. Let me pull this up.
Yeah, roll initiative for
Alright.
summon creatures as a group, which has its own turn. And I'll leave this up to you. Going here forward, Scott. You can control the creature under my instruction, or I can control it on its turn. However you want to handle that logistically in this.
I'll go ahead and let you control it.
Okay.
And then I'm giving it health as well.
Awesome.
And
All
alright,
right.
so it's got a health bar. Let me make sure that everyone can see the health bar.
This is so cool. I get to play with dinosaurs.
All right, so it's got health, and I've
I
also
got
got all the stats for it pulled up, and it's initiative with a dex of 13, giving it a +1, because we don't actually roll initiative unless we're doing the labyrinth. So we assume that everything gets a 10. So that's going to give it an 11, which is going to put you. It's actually going to put it right next to you. So it will be up next.
Same. All right. I'm going to first. All right. It's going to, as it appears here, a loud, thunderous roar escapes from his chest. It's going to look down at me. I can communicate with it telepathically, and I'm going to tell it to. I'm going to tell it to ravage and carnage anything that aren't the 3 people in front of it. So it's going to. I want it to pounce on the guest, so it has to move in a roundabout way, using its movement speed.
I will say,
Yeah.
as it is moving. Also, really quick, a big old thank you to Mr. Awesome for gifting a sub to our community. Thank you so much. And Super. Oh man, I'll get that. Serpa Civic? Yes? I don't know. Welcome to the tavern. As it is summoned, it actually does. Looking around, it has a line of sight, since it's looking to see everything that is not the 3 things in front of it. And you all around the same time start to hear a cacophony of voices, and the Allosaurus can see the gibbering mouther that is there at the top corner.
All right.
I don't like that.
But unfortunately, because of that, it is going to be. Let me see here. It will start its turn within 20 feet of it, and the 10 feet around it is also difficult terrain. So let me see here. Yeah, so at the start of its turn, I'm going to need it to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Perfect. That's fine.
And do you have the stats for it pulled up?
I do, right here in front of me.
All right, perfect. Also, big ol' thank you to Plenty Pockets for redeeming a sabotage on the gibbering mouther.
Thank you.
A strength save, that's going to be a 21.
Oh, 21, yeah, it's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
As the ground beneath the Allosaurus begins to have look a little doughy, it just kind of kneads the ground as it continues to move.
All right. So in order to do so, to move and pounce on the guest, Allosaurus is first going to move here.
All right, I will also need for it to make a wisdom saving throw for the incoherent babbling that it is now starting to hear.
Okay.
How wise is the dino?
It's not bad. It rolled a natural 18, so it's a 19.
Oh, hot spit. So
Wow.
yeah, it's totally fine.
That
It can
is
act
confident.
normal. So yeah, so it moves up there and is about to pounce on the gas.
Yep. All right, there on the
Tell the
guest.
dino to act
Okay.
All right. So it's going to make a claw attack. So this is going to be. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
A 22 will hit. However, as that happens, the tides of chaos are turning as Plenty Pockets has redeemed, as Mr. Awesome has redeemed Agent of Chaos on Lilith, and is saying in the chat, "No shrubs." So here we go.
Every
'Cause-
time it has been shrubs from Mr. Awesome.
Recovery. Ooh.
Oh,
It's been a while. This is a
anything.
positive effect. It's been a
Been a
very long
while.
time since I've seen this one.
But I haven't spent anything.
I can't
Recovery.
help it. It was sad. It was sad.
I'm gonna say-
I see you judging me, Eleos.
Since you haven't spent anything, I'll say you get an extra up to a level 3 spell slot. So yeah, you get
That's
a
so good.
you get a bonus level 3 spell slot. Enjoy.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
So the Allosaurus has hit. Go ahead and roll the
Yep.
damage on that.
Let me just double check. Yeah. A claw attack on the same turn. So that is going to be 11 points of slashing damage, and I need the ghast to make a strength saving throw, please, GM.
Oh no, I know how this goes. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna be a 5.
Okay, that's a fail. It is now knocked prone, and the bloodthirst in its eye, as its pounce ability, it can make, as a bonus action on its turn, make a bite attack.
Go ahead and make that
Jumps on it.
attack on advantage because the creature is prone.
Jump on it, casual dinosaur.
Oh yeah, that's so good. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh my gosh.
Oh yes, this is so nice. I have to get out the big boys, the big D10s for this. That is going to be 14 more points of piercing damage as it just
15 more points.
destroys the hide of the left flank of this guest.
All right, so as you, as the Allosaurus pounces on the gas that had rushed around to attack Fess, it first it just rips into it with its claws, pushing it onto the ground, and with a mighty roar, it rears its head, bites down, and rips the creature's head off. It's dead.
Yes!
Dang.
All right. And it's just going
okay.
at the end of its turn, it's just going to roar in the direction of the gibbering mouther.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, the Allosaurus is done, and that is then going to bring us to the gibbering mouther, who is going to, it's going to move forward as far as it can, as it just continues to blabber incoherently with voices from everything that it has consumed, which is then going to bring us to the gelatinous cube, which, even though it is a larger creature, you can see, Fess, that its body begins to morph into the crack between the two large stone walls where you are and shoots its way forward. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Luckily, I'm Trey excellent at these.
You're
Oh,
excellent,
that's going
if you
to
will.
be a 25.
A 25. A 25 saves. So at the rate that it's going, you jump to the side.
Oh, I stepped in gassed. Oh, I
You
hate it.
do
Oh,
step in gassed.
Oh.
You can step back if you'd like.
My magnified boots. Oh.
It continues to rush forwards, and because of that, I'm going to need also Eleos and Lilith to make dexterity saving throws as well.
Okay, fine.
Oh, I can use a. Can I use an advantage on this? Or adrenaline surge on this?
Well, you can do the adrenaline surge after you roll the die. So
Yeah,
before I
rolled the
tell
die.
you. Oh, okay.
So, and it was a 1, so I'm going to use it.
Yeah, it seems like the moment. This seems like the moment.
I
Alright.
rolled a
God,
15.
That was no better. That was no better. What the fudge? Okay, 8.
An 8. All right. So, having used one adrenaline surge, Lilith, then getting to an 8. Eleos, you are able to jump back. I'll say, you get to choose where you want to jump back. So jump 5 feet away from it. However, Lilith, you are engulfed by the creature. You can now no longer breathe, and you take 14 points of acid damage as you enter the corrosive body that is the gelatinous cube.
Would that trigger my armor of
Oh,
Agathis
it
or no?
would trigger your armor of Agathis. So as that happens, it
Oh.
your ice just spikes out from around you, and at the current level that you cast that, how much damage does it take?
10, I believe.
10 points. All right. So it takes 10 points of damage. I believe your armor is then used up, and you only take 3 points of the acid damage. All right. That's going to do it for the gelatinous cube, bringing us to the top of the round. Fess, you are up. Eleos, you're on deck. Lilith, you're in the hole.
All right, I'm going to take a second to step out of this muck because no.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then I'm going to turn here. And I'm going to. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to look at what I think would be that cube's soul and say, "You're mine." That's what you get for swallowing my friend. And I'll use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark, and I will take a mighty thwack. With
All
my
right,
rapier.
Hunter's Mark and a Mighty Thwack. Also, once again, because this is an educational show, as an action, a creature within 5 feet of the cube can take an action to pull a creature or object out of the cube. It does require a successful strength check, and you do take damage even if you fail.
I'm gonna say I trust Lilith to get out because there's not a super high chance of me actually being able to help with this.
Okay.
I think it'll be better if I actually just kill the damn thing. So we're gonna try to kill the damn thing.
Okay, trying to kill the damn thing. Go ahead and roll that attack for me, please.
All right, I'm going to use a point of adrenaline.
Okay.
That's how we do it. Will a 21 hit?
A 21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage on the gelatinous cube.
Delightful. That is going to be... Oh, I need to look at my character sheet because I do more damage now. With this +1 rapier that the audience gifted me, which is amazing. That's going to be 16 points of damage, Gauntlet Master.
Ooh, 16 points of damage to the gelatinous cube. Very nice. As your rapier goes into the jelly of the creature, you're able to rip a chunk, and you can see as it falls, it hits the ground with a nice.
Again.
Oh yeah, and you get to
Will-
do the second attack now because level 5.
Will a 15 hits the giant ooze of stupid?
A 15 will hit the giant ooze of stupid. Go ahead and roll that damage as well.
Will do. Oh yes, that's going to be 15 points. 15 more points of damage, Gauntlet.
15 more points of damage. Wow. All right.
Oh, I love it.
Level 5.
With the repeated just going into this cube, it's still squishy and jiggling. But all right. Fess,
we
anything
should really
else from
kill
you?
this thing, guys. We need to get Lilith out of here, and that's gonna be my turn.
That's gonna be your turn. All right. That'll then bring us to Eleos. You are up. Lilith, you're on deck. Lontil, you're in the hole.
All right.
And actually, Eleos, at the start of your turn, I
Yep.
need you to make both a Wisdom and a Strength saving throw to make sure that you are not affected by the ground nor the cacophony of voices. I really like that
Okay,
word
so you
for
said
this creature.
strength and then wisdom, right?
Yes.
All right. 14 for the
14
strength.
for the strength. All right, you are fine as the ground beneath you, though kind of undulating, is still not an issue. It is still difficult terrain, however.
Okay. And I'm going to use a point of inspiration for that, for the wisdom.
Okay. Was that inspiration or adrenaline surge?
Sorry, adrenaline surge.
All right.
Well, that was worse. That's a 4.
A 4. Okay. Well,
What happens?
the voices enter into your mind, and you begin to lose control of what is real and what isn't. I need you to roll a D8 for me.
D8. That's a 6.
A 6. All right. So you may take no action or bonus action, and you must use your movement. You move in a random direction. So I'm going to go ahead and determine what direction you move to use all of your movement. All right. So you end up. Oh, actually, you can fly.
I can.
Yeah. You're gonna take flight, and you are going to end up in this corner, 20 feet in the air.
Well, all right then. Does this last forever? Or
No, that is just on this turn, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
This is a lovely wall.
So that's gonna do it for Eleos. Lilith, at the start of your turn, you take 23 points of acid damage as the cube just begins to burn into your flesh and your armor.
Okay.
Um, Oh,
And let's see here. As you are engulfed, you can take an action to escape, and I think that's everything you can do.
Well, I was gonna do something, but maybe that would be really stupid.
Get out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out. This is. I don't like this. I can't breathe. I keep getting hurt.
Okay.
So
Now-
I am just gonna take an action to escape.
You are also technically, so you can't breathe and you are restrained, so technically you can attack while inside, but your attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but if you don't get out, you're
you're gonna die.
yeah,
I'm
you'll
gonna
take another.
die. That's what I said. I'm going to take the path of escape.
All right, so I need you to make a strength check for me, please.
Oh gosh. Okay. You know I'm a bard, right? We're not known for our strength.
Hey, you've got a 20-sided die.
I rolled an 18.
There you go. Look at it.
All right. So you are able to pull yourself out from the creature. So there you go. That is your action. You still have your movement. And a bonus action.
I don't want to give it attack of opportunity, but if I move, where can I? Is here or here gonna give my friend Fess?
On either side, we'll give your friend Fess some friendship.
Okay, I will give Fess some friendship, and then I am also gonna give Fess some. Well, Fess, that was disgusting. That was gross.
Yeah.
Kill it.
I will 100% do that for you. You better believe it.
And
Alright.
they're now 1d8s.
Delightful. Okay.
All right. That is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up. Your Allosaurus is on deck.
Alrighty. Well, I just witnessed a really gross series of events as squished between pillars, engulfed my friend, and then she seemed to spit her out. Rather familiar with slimy, disgusting things growing up in the sewers of Rev. So I'm just going to draw. I'm going to twirl it around my head. 2 little motes of fire begin to erupt from the beginning, and I'm going to send them at the gelatinous cube.
All right, really quick, before you do that, I actually do need you to make a wisdom check to make sure that, or wisdom saving throw, as
Wisdom
you
save.
are close enough to the gibbering mouther that its voice is reaching your mind.
Okay.
And also, as you are making that saving throw, Plenty Pockets has redeemed Agent of Chaos on Lontil, so we're going to see what else is going to be going on for you here.
Oh god.
Round and round it
Chaos,
goes.
chaos,
Where
chaos.
it stops, I see you. Lontil, you are now under the effect of the Fairy Fire spell. You cannot be
Alright.
invisible, and attacks against you are at advantage.
Yep. That's fine. Okay. No whole
Cool,
lot.
cool,
Doesn't
cool.
change a whole lot. Yeah, I'm gonna use produce flame.
All right, so
Nice
produce
little mote
flame.
of fire. Right at the gelatinous cube.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack. And as you are rolling
Oh wait,
that
no.
attack,
Sorry, we skipped over the wisdom save.
yes.
I'm good at these. That is going to be I'm gonna use a point of adrenaline's to re-roll that die just to be sure.
All right. Well, as you're doing that, thank you to our moderator for using the banhammer against some bots. And Plenty Pocket says, "I regret nothing, shiny lizard."
Nice. That's a 19
I
to
love
wisdom
it.
save.
A 19, yeah. So as you hear these voices, you've heard worse things in the sewers. You are totally fine. You can go ahead and make that
Alright.
attack roll using the Create Flame.
Produce flame. That is going to be a wonderful 20.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
And now there'll be a level 5. I have to roll 2d6 damage on
Nice.
this. That is going to be 6 points of fire damage. No,
Alright.
sorry, those are d8s. I need to roll
Oh.
d8s instead for this cantrip. Sorry. New spells are so fun. That'll be 7 points of fire damage.
7 points of fire damage racing towards the gelatinous cube as it singes away. You can you smell that burning, almost smells like burning butter.
Oh,
All right, so Lontil, anything else from
burning
you?
grease maybe? No, that'll probably finish my turn.
All right, that is then going to bring us to the Allosaurus, who at the start of the round I need to
Yes.
make a strength saving throw and a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Alright.
no.
Strength save first. Can they use a point of adrenaline?
I'll say that anything that you summon can use your pool of
Sure,
adrenaline
yeah.
surges.
I will go ahead and just reach out my hand, giving it a little bit of oomph. I'm going to use adrenaline surge to re-roll that die.
Alrighty.
A little bit better, a 14.
A 14, all right. And that is for the, was that for the strength
That
or
was
for
the strength save. Yep.
All right, yeah, totally fine. It is still there, just kneading the ground.
Yeah, here comes the wisdom save. That is natural 20.
Oh, it is very good. So
The
yeah,
confident
the
dragon.
Allosaurus
Alright.
is set and ready to go. What would it like to do?
All right, so I'm going to try and maneuver it so it can pounce again, GM. You said it's difficult terrain. How far out?
It is difficult terrain. Let me go ahead and give it to the creature. It's 10 feet from the gibbering mouther.
So it would. Okay, so it has 60 feet of speed. It can run pretty darn fast. So I'm gonna say first it's going to stalk out and about first, like here,
Okay.
back all the way up to the wall, and then so I think that was like 15 feet, maybe 25 feet of movement total, and then pounce this annoying little guy here.
All right. And just so everyone is aware, the brown cube on the inside is the difficult terrain, and the obnoxious green. Let me grab a different green for that. But the green is where you can hear the voice from.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, go ahead and roll that attack.
Screen would have worked for that then, but you know it's fine.
Go ahead and give me that attack roll, please.
All right, first one with the claws. Ooh, not great. That is an 11 to hit.
An 11 does hit the gibbering mouther. It doesn't seem to be very
Awesome.
quick.
Alrighty. That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points of slashing damage. Very nice.
And if I recall, I mean, it does need to make a DC 13 strength save. But if I recall from last week when we so viciously.
Yes, so it does fail the save, but as the Allosaurus attempts to crush it down onto the ground, its body just reforms off to the side. So
Alright.
it is
And
unable
then-
to be prone.
Alright. Well then, it's just going to hover over it and distract it. That's my turn. Or that's the turn for the dinosaur.
All right, and that is then going to bring us to the gibbering mouther first. That is going to then attempt to attack the Allosaurus, who this is the first time that it's been able to attack, meaning that it's still at disadvantage thanks to Plenty Pockets, which is going to negate that natural 20 and is going to bring that attack down to a 14 to hit.
That'll hit the Allosaurus, yep.
All right, that is going to hit the Allosaurus, and unfortunately, whoa, that's one of my dice running away. The gibbering mouther has a lot of mouths to bite with.
This is battle the chompy chops.
Uh-huh.
There's going to be 17 points of piercing damage from the bite of
Alright.
the gibbering mouther. And it is then also going to spit a blob of phlegm over at you, Lontil. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Okay.
Why is this room so sticky?
You are at advantage for that because it has been sabotaged.
Awesome. Good to know. Thank you. Natural 20.
Very nice. So you see this mass of just saliva and mucus coming your way, and you're able to move out of the way in time as it flies past and hits the ground right behind you. Okay, that's going to do it for the gibbering mouther, which is then going to bring us to the gelatinous cube, which is going to rush forwards. Let's see here. it's able to move. Yep, the full distance. So first it's gonna move forward into you, Lilith. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Come on, Lilith.
Oh my gosh, why do I keep rolling so terribly? I am gonna use an adrenaline surge on that.
Okay.
Come
Yeah.
on, something higher than a 4. Oh, that's better. 16.
A 16. You are able to dash out of the way as it continues to use its movement to move all the way up. And as it rushes forward with its engulfing movement, it stops just shy of you, Lontil.
Did I get an attack of opportunity?
I believe you
against the
would
hideous
get an attack of
special?
opportunity from that. So if you'd like to go ahead and make that attack roll for me, please.
Oh yeah, I wanna. Yeah. Will a 16 hit the hideous monster?
A 16 will hit the hideous monster. Go ahead and roll damage on that for me, please.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be 11 points of piercing damage.
11 points of piercing damage onto the gelatinous cube. Very nicely done. All right, that is going to that's going to do it for the gelatinous cube, which is then, and the gibbering mouther is already gone. So that is going to bring us to Fess. You are up. Eleos, you are on deck. Lilith, you're in the hole. Fess, at the start of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Kidoki, can do. That's a 19 on the die, so that's gonna be a 22.
22 is a very solid save. You're able to push these voices out of your mind. What would you like to do?
Shield of Kelemvor doesn't listen to nasty gibberies. My prey left, and I want to kill it so very badly. So I'm gonna just continue to stalk it right up here.
All right,
Who said you could leave?
Rushing towards the back or maybe side, possibly the front or maybe even the top of the gelatinous cube. Go ahead and make that
Stab it in
attack
the
roll
butt.
for me.
I'ma stab it straight in the butt. Give me an 18 to hit.
An 18, and was that on advantage because of friendship?
Ooh, let's go for that nat 20. Oh, let's throw die everywhere. Oh, on the ground, it's a natural 20. Damn it.
Sorry.
Oh, no. I know it doesn't count.
It's gotta be in your roll area.
I'll have to go get it in a minute. Oh, it's a 19. Are you kidding me?
All right, well,
With an 18 and 19 and a 20.
that is still definitely gonna hit, so
Taking
go
up for me
ahead.
walking into the stupid cube, okay?
Definitely hits, go ahead and roll that damage.
Alright, so that's going to be 10 points of piercing damage on the first.
10 points of piercing damage on the first attack, and for the second.
On advantage, that's going to be a 22 to hit.
22 does hit, go ahead and roll that damage as well.
That's going to be 12, 15, 13 points. Yes, 13 points of piercing damage.
13 points of piercing damage as you repeatedly just into this cube. On one of the last ones, you actually are able to tear a good chunk of it off, and you can see you've hit part of its more liquid area. So as it's opened up, some of it begins to slosh out. It is
like a
still
gusher.
exactly like popping a gusher. It is still undulating, but it is looking rather wounded.
I've got a pretty strong stomach, but I hate this. And that's my turn.
That's gonna do it for you, Fess, which is going to
G
bring
is
us
for
to
gross in the monster manual apparently. And I'm going to
Eleos.
use my die, so I'll be right back.
You are up. What would you like to do?
All right, I don't take kindly to being moved. So I'm going to throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at the gibbering mouther. Don't
Okay.
mouth off to me.
All right, so go ahead and roll those attack rolls for me.
All right, I am going to use an Adrenaline Surge on at least one of those,
Okay.
because that was BS. All right, so the first one is a 10
Okay.
to hit.
A 10 does hit.
Oh, well, And then the other one is a 22 to hit.
That also definitely hits, so go ahead and roll both damages for your Eldritch Blasts. As the Allosaurus is there pressing down on this creature that then reforms from around the back of the Allosaurus. 2 bolts curving. Go ahead and what'd you get?
All right, that's going to be a total. I rolled for shit on that. 11 points of force damage.
11 points of force damage onto the gibbering mouther. Very nice. Anything else from you, Eleos?
I'm good. I'm going to stay right in my lovely corner. Maybe
All
start
right.
interior decorating.
You
Staying
could sing that
right.
song from the Cinderella musical.
Oh, little corner. Eleos is a soprano, apparently.
And now we know, hey, you're our guest, you're our friend. We need to know all about you. All right.
All right,
Favorite
so
color, singing range.
that is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you are on deck.
Right. Just to make sure, a range of 5 feet. My friend Fess is not in it, but this cube is, right?
Yes, that is correct. Also, really quick, a thank you to Zagmeister for bringing redeeming an adrenaline surge on Eleos and Lilith.
Thank you.
I am not very thrilled with this thing, but I also don't think poking at it may do too much work. So I'm going to try a new theory, and I'm going to pound my rapier against my shield, an immense clap of sound emits.
All right. Does it have to make a dexterity check?
Constitution.
Constitution on the gelatinous cube. That is going to be a 20.
Hoy! Yeah, he succeeds. All right, that
All
failed.
right. So as you emit a shockwave of thunderous energy, the cube just and stays solid. All right.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to use that lovely 3rd level spell you gave me, and I'm going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level on myself.
Okay. Now, quick question: the first one that you cast, was that a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So healing word at 3rd level on yourself. Go ahead and roll that healing.
Nice.
So many things. So, all right. 10 points of healing, I think.
Very
What
nice.
do I do? 1d4, yeah.
All right. So with that healing, Lilith, anything else from you?
I don't want to give it an attack of opportunity. I can barely handle its attack senses.
Alrighty. So that is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up. Your Allosaurus is on deck.
All right, let's start with that wisdom save.
Oh yeah. Shoot. Sorry. Lilith, I actually needed you to make
yeah.
that as well.
All right. I am rolling very well tonight, friends. That was a 6. I am rolling brilliantly. That was the 4th d20 I've tried.
Okay, so with that 6, I'm gonna need you to roll a d8 for me, please. And Lontil, what did you get on your save?
Let's go ahead and roll that. I'm going to use my last point of adrenaline to re-roll that save. Yep. It's an 8 to save.
An 8. All right, I'm gonna need you to roll a d8 as well. Lilith, what did you get?
I rolled a 6.
A 6. Okay, so with the cacophony of voices entering into your mind, unfortunately you wouldn't have been able to cast your healing spell. And you can't take an action or a reaction, and you use your entire turn to move direct.
Do I get that spell slot back?
Yes, you will get that spell slot back. Unfortunately, you move in a random direction, and the direction that was chosen was straight ahead. So as you get to the Allosaurus, you're going to move through it, and the gelatinous cube is going to take its reaction to make an attack of opportunity against you. That is going to be an 11 to hit, which isn't going to do it.
No.
However, then as you pass by the how far can you get, actually?
30 feet of movement, but I don't know within that
Um,
space.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so actually, yeah, you would only have been able to get... Oh, actually, you would have only been able to get here. So... Yeah, no attack of opportunity on you anyways. So, Lontil, what did you get on your D8?
Oh, I rolled a 5.
A 5. Okay, let's see here. It looks as though you are going to be doing the same. You are going to move in a random direction as chosen by me. All of your movement, you are going to be hugging this wall. Well, not as chosen by me, as chosen by a die. So that... Wait, hold on. 10, 15, 20, 30 is going to get you right there, which luckily does not provoke any attacks of opportunity from anything. That's going to be it for you. That's all you can do on your turn, which is then going to bring us to the Allosaurus, which I need to make both a strength and a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, all right. Strength first. That is going to be a 13.
A 13 on the strength. It is totally fine on the ground.
All right, and then wisdom. Oh, that was almost real bad. That is a soft.
A soft 20, as its wisdom is also good. It is able to act normally. What would it like to do?
Rear up and bite this head off.
All right, go ahead and make that attack roll against the gibbering mouther for me, please.
All right. Oh, the table. That is going to be. That is a 19 to hit, GM.
A 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, let's show it who has the bigger teeth. That's really good. That is, just making sure that I read that right. Yeah. 20 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, 20 points of piercing damage to the gibbering mouther. Very nicely done. Anything else from the Allosaurus?
It's going to just move here.
All right. Okay.
And finish the turn.
All right, that is then going to bring us first to the gibbering mouther, who is going to continue its attack against the Allosaurus. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That'll hit, yep.
All right, and so it will take, oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
25 points of piercing damage.
Woo! All right.
And it has gotten its spittle back, so it is going to spit at Fess. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Great. I love dodging spits. This is why Kelemvor made me strong. All right. That's going to be 22.
A 22, you are fine. As you're facing off against the gelatinous cube, you look just in time to duck as the spit goes over your head. That's going to do it for the gibbering mouther, which is then going to bring us to the gelatinous cube. It is going to use its movement first to go here. I need both Lilith and Fess to make a dexterity saving throw for me as it uses its engulfing action. Also, thanks to Babs for redeeming an adrenaline surge on Lontil.
Thank you so much, Babes.
24.
24 and 23, you are both able to dodge out of the way. I'm going to leave it up to you as to which direction you would like to move.
I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So that's its first bit. It's continuing its movement forward here.
Or actually, oh yeah.
Would you say that we are square dancing friends?
And actually, Lilith, I'd say that you had
Well,
seen the movement where it
cute.
was going, so you are able to move that away. It does then, however, continue its movement here.
Okay.
I need, yes, so the attack of opportunity from you, Lontil.
No, I can't take reactions.
Oh, that's right, you can't
Do I
take
get one?
reactions.
Don't I get one?
Hold on. So no, because Fess, you jumped out of the way of it. No, wait, no, yeah,
My
you would both.
reaction?
Hold on, you would both get it. So go ahead and Fess, will have you do it first. So go ahead and take your reaction to take that attack of opportunity.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit Gauntlet Master.
21 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
Since it's my prey, I get that extra die. That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing as the gelatinous cube continues sloshing on its path. Yeah, that is just enough. Well, actually, more than enough to have the cube into the ground.
Yes.
All right, so
No
it
more
doesn't have
tails in
anything left to
here.
do.
Okay.
And before anything else can happen, Rezkin Raven has redeemed Agent of Chaos on Eleos. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to spin that wheel. We're going to see where it goes.
Spin.
Spin!
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
So-
I shouldn't say words with my mouth full.
Going around the clock. Eleos up first. We're going to spin it once for everybody, and that is going to be Lethargic. Eleos, you are under the effect of the slow spell. So let's make sure that we've got that fully pulled up here. All right, so for the next minute, you get a -2 to your AC. Your movement speed is halved. Dexterity saving throws get a -2 to them, and you cannot use reactions. Also, you can only use an action or a bonus action on your turn, not both. And if you cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, we're going to have some words. So that's just it for Eleos. We are going to then spin for Lontil. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Oh no.
As Fireball is cast
Oh my god.
on Lontil's position.
We're just gonna walk through this room at level 5, but apparently frickin' not.
Not this time.
So that is in a 20-foot radius of Lontil,
Neat. Good story.
which, let me see here. I'm going to need the Allosaurus, Lilith, Lontil, you obviously, the Gibbering Mouther, and Lilith to all make dexterity saving throws for me, please. Wow, Gibbering Mouther.
Soft 20, Gauntlet Master.
Soft 20, all right.
That will be an 11 for me, and for the
Okay.
Allosaurus, that is a 17.
Okay. Lilith?
It was a 14 for me.
14. All right. So Lilith and Lontil both fail.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to bring us to, pardon me while I roll these dice.
Oh no, I may go down. It was fun knowing you all.
29 points of fire damage to
Oh
Lilith
my
and
God.
Lontil. And then to Fess and the Allosaurus and the Gibbering Mouther, you each take 14 points of fire damage.
All right, well that's enough to take the Allosaurus down. Wonderful bright burst of green flames. It fades away.
All right,
I
and
am now unconscious.
all right, Lilith is unconscious. Okay, and that then means we're not done with the Wheel of Chaos yet. It is now coming on to Fess.
Yeah,
Round and round.
I'm looking forward to it.
Resistance. Fess, you are now resistant to all damage for the next 3 turns.
Sure now.
Okay.
And
Of course.
Wait,
on to Lilith.
Question, Gauntlet Master. I have
Yes.
resistance to fire damage. Would that
Yes.
have been halved?
That would have been halved, yes.
How many points was it?
You would have taken 14 points of fire damage.
Oh, I am up, but barely standing.
Okay.
That's our girl.
Goodness gracious. Chat, I need you to tell me what that was because I missed it in that in that interaction. I believe. Oh shoot, what was it? Chat. Heal all. So
Perfect.
this is a neutral ability. So everyone within a 20-foot radius of Lilith is going to heal 3d8. So everyone is going to heal
Max heals, Max heals.
That's all right. We can kill this thing.
16 points of healing
Nice.
to
That's
everyone.
awesome.
Now remember that.
Came out of the head.
Now remember to Lilith and Eleos, your maximum is increased by 5.
I'm not in range, and also
No.
I'm fine.
And that was my apologies, Gauntlet Master 16. You said
16 points of healing.
Yeah, that's somehow, even though I almost went down to nothing, that extra 16 put me ahead of where I was before the chaos.
So, Rezkin Raven, thank you for that just wonderful bout of chaos going on.
Yeah.
With that,
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
clear
remember
that.
this.
That is then going to bring us back to the top of the round. Fess, you are up. Eleos, you're on deck. Lilith, you are in the hole. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this.
all right. So I need to make a Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Yes, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
All right. That's gonna be a 21.
A 21. You are totally fine. All right, so what would you like to use? Also,
Well-
Babs has redeemed sabotage on the gibbering mouther. Babs, thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Because I'm about to go right up in its face. So I'll
Alright.
take a quick second and switch my gaze over to it. My eyes crackle with a little bit of that gray light. I say, I'm coming for you now, and I'll move my hunter's mark over to it.
All right, Hunter's Mark has been moved onto the gibbering mouther. As you move up to it to make your attack, go ahead and roll that attack for me, please.
Can do. Will a 17 hit Gauntlet Master?
A 17 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
Amazing! Okay. That's going to be 8 plus 4 is 13 points of piercing damage on the first attack.
13 points of piercing damage on the first attack. Very nice. All right. And your second attack, please.
Second attack is a natural 20, Gauntlet.
Yes!
Yes!
Very
Oh.
nice.
How hurt does this gibbering mouther look?
Well, it's difficult to tell. It's taken a good chunk. Yeah, it's a mass of abhorrent mouths. You have no idea.
I'm gonna smite it.
Yes, you will. Oh!
We're
Okay.
gonna smite it.
Now,
At first
also,
level smiting.
don't you also have a inspiration given by Lilith?
I do.
It's so
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's do some overkill, shall we?
I just want to see. I'm going for those points at the end of the night where they say how much damage was done. I'm just going for that.
Point farming?
Uh-huh. So, okay. Sweet. So that's going to be 8. Plus 5 is 13. Plus 3 is 16. 20. 2. 44. 48 points of damage, please.
48 Can I just say, it had taken 48 points of damage. You just doubled the amount of damage that it had, yeah. You
All
walk up
things
to
are
this
true
thing.
and possible in the light of Kelemvor. Vengeance
Love
upon
it.
this thing that has been such a pain in the ass this whole round.
Rushing up to it, it's a swirling mass of mouths. You take your rapier and jab into the largest one that you can see, and you can feel it connect with a bunch of oddly more solid mass that was on the inside. And suddenly it erupts in a burst of light. It is very toast.
Yes!
As that happens,
You know.
you feel the ground pulled out from beneath you, and you land in the large grassy area where up ahead, slithering through the trees, you can see the giant constrictor snake, and grazing in the field ahead, you see the giant elk with the giant boar that looks very upset. They all turn to you immediately with red, beady eyes, and let's see, we just had Fess up, and that is going to then take us to... let's see. Double checking. Eleos, what is your initiative?
It's 3.
3. Eleos, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. All right.
Plenty Pockets, thank you for redeeming an adrenaline or a sabotage on the boar, and I'm gonna carry over. Oh no, it died. Never mind.
All right. I am going to cast Eldritch Blast at the deer or elk.
Yes, the
Okay.
elk. An Eldritch Blast at the elk. All right, go ahead and roll those attacks for me, please.
Gonna use an adrenaline surge to reroll that one. That die needs to go away. Goodbye.
Also, thank you to Zagmeister for redeeming a sabotage on the snack.
Okay, that was the same roll. That's a 10.
A 10 on the giant elk.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit as your Eldritch Blast goes wide. Was that just
Alright,
one of
and-
them, or?
Well, so I'm slow. Can I do a second one? Because it's just one action.
Yes, it's one action to cast both of them. So
Okay, good.
as you cast the spell, both of them do erupt.
All right, that's a 19.
19 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please. Also, a reminder that Lontil, you are still sparkling.
Yes, that's a
And-
1 minute effect on that.
Yes,
Uh,
so
very
10
far, right,
rounds.
I believe we've had 2 turns of it so far.
Okay.
All right, so that was 5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage to the giant elk. Very nice.
And then I'm going to fly up 15 feet, because
Okay.
that's my movement now, right?
Yes.
All right.
All right. That is then going to bring us first to the giant elk. And with its movement... Oh, actually, can it?
Like that
No,
you're
it-
measuring right to me, Gauntlet Master. Don't show me your thoughts. I don't want to see them. They make me nervous.
It actually can't get to anyone, so it's going to stay where it is and look a little angry. That is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up, and then the giant constrictor snake is on deck.
No, I am kind of glad it's staying put. I am going to move. Let's see how that works. Oops! I didn't mean to move myself like that. Yes, that gives me 60 feet. And, you know, I found this new thing. I acquired it after, meeting Eleos. I'm just going to look at the spot in between the two. I start humming a bit slow, reverberating hum that kind of becomes louder and louder. And I'm going to cast Shatter right in between the two of them.
All right, shatter in between the two of them. What save do they need to make?
Constitution.
Constitution. So first for the giant boar, that is going to be an 18, and the giant elk is going to be a 20.
So they both save, so they take half damage.
Okay.
And that's easy math. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage to each of them as the shatter erupts from the in the field. Very nice. All right.
And then, knowing that I'm still a little squishy, I only use 15 feet to go there, and I'm gonna beep.
All right. Out and back
Alright.
in. I like it. Okay. Anything else from you, Lilith?
Yes. Looking over at my friends and knowing that Lontil comes after me, say, "Hey, Lontil, that was a cool trick with the dino. Just in case you want to do it again or do something else cool." And I'll hand him some bardic inspiration.
Wonderful.
All right. That is then going to bring us to the giant constrictor snake. It is going to...
He's thinking again.
Yep, it's going to move up there, and it has its eyes just locked on you, Fess. And that's what it is going to do, which is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up.
Yes, I don't like this being fucked up here, so I'm going to move 30 feet to my right. 5, 10. I'll start 15 feet here.
Okay.
And let me just double check the range on particular spell. Excellent, 60 feet. I am going to once again in a rather geometric, rhythmic motion. I am going to start casting Fairy Fire myself. I'm going to gently chant a few words in Druidic. I'm actually going to target it's going to be a cube 20 feet wide around the boar and the elk, touching its cells. Let me just
All
roll
right.
that.
So the
Right.
boar, what is the save that they need to make?
Let me just, I believe it's Wisdom.
Alrighty. Perfect. So
Sorry, no, Dexterity. My mistake, GM.
dexterity. Okay, so the boar, that's going to be a 7 for the giant boar,
All right, that's a fail.
and that is going to be a 20 for the giant elk.
That'll save. So the boar also has Fairy Fire cast to emit a nice green, flickering glow like a neon light centered behind it, and all attacks on it have advantage.
Alrighty, so the boar is now glistening in the sunlight, and a little more light that's coming from it. Anything else from you, Lontil?
I just want to use the last 15 feet of my movement here, back here, and
Okay.
hide. All right, that's my
Alrighty.
turn.
That is then going to bring us to the boar. Wait. Yeah, that is going to bring us to the boar, who is going to step forward here, and it's going to hold its action. You guys were really freaking far away from it. It can't do much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be that, which is then going to bring us back to the top of the round. Fess, you are up. Eleos, you're on deck.
Get crazy. I have resistance for 2 more rounds, right, Gauntlet Master? This round and the next.
Yes.
All right. So, if this snake wants to lock eyes with me and be intimidating, 2 can play at that game, and I'll look right at it and go, "I'm coming for you, Snick." That's right there.
All right,
the
so Hunter's
bonus
Mark moved
action-
on to the giant snake.
There's markers on the Snick. I'm going to attack it.
All right, go ahead and make that attack roll for me, please.
Will a 14 hit?
A 14 will hit the giant constrictor snake. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
Pulled that a lot tonight. That's going to be 13 points of damage on the first attack.
13 points of damage on the giant constrictor snake. Very nice. And for the second?
That's a natural 20, Gauntlet Master.
Yes! Yes!
Okay.
To smite or not to smite? I have so many more.
Smite
spell
is
slots
right.
now. Yeah, no, I've got 3 spell slots left.
Whatever will you do with them?
You know what, kids? I'm gonna smite. I'm gonna
Yes.
smite. I'm gonna look it straight in its snaky eyes, and as my rapier dives into its skin, I call forth the divine fury of Kelemvor into 2 extra d8. Alright. So that's going to be 6, 8, 10, 20, 24. 24 points of piercing damage gone.
24 points of piercing damage. Well, combination, because smite gives radiant, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But a total of 24 damage,
12
'cause
of that was radiant. 12 of that was
Spoilers,
radiant.
the giant constrictor snake doesn't really matter about the sort of damage that's being done to it.
Fair enough, okay.
All
Good to
right,
know,
Fess,
good to know.
anything else from you?
No, I feel confident in my smiting. I feel good.
All right, feeling confident in your smiting. That is then going to bring us to Eleos. You are up.
All right, looking over to my other tiefling friend, I just go nice, and I cast Shatter right here.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and let's see. They need to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's Constitution.
Constitution. Well, for the boar, that's going to be a 3. And for the giant constrictor snake, that's going to be a 10.
They both fail.
Okay.
All right.
Oh no.
All right. Not bad. 16 points of thunder damage.
16 points of thunder damage. Oh. That constrictor snake is starting to bleed from its little pip holes on its head.
Ooh, nice.
Woof. Okay. Eleos, anything else from you?
I'm just gonna hang out as I'm flying up here. The weather's
All right.
nice.
That is then going to bring us to the giant elk, which... Let's see. Yeah, it's able to do that. It is going to rush forward and charge you, Fess, and it is going to attempt to ram into you. And let's see. That's a 9 to hit.
Dear.
Does absolutely nothing whatsoever. That's going to be it for the giant elk, which is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. What would you like to do?
Stupid deerman.
You know, it didn't quite work last time. But seeing how successful Eleos was, I'm gonna try it again now that we have 3 things in range.
Just
And
shatter,
so-
shatter, shatter. Say,
This is a new spell. I learned it from Eleos. It is something that we've been practicing on the side all week, and I'm
Yeah,
still
she's
getting
doing
the-
great.
I'm still getting a hang of this. So
this is an incredibly loud battlefield. For any of you who don't have hearing protection, you're gonna like when you get older, you're gonna feel this.
Does the Gauntlet have OSHA regulations? And if so, can we get some earplugs next time? Because
No, this was
Let's be honest here. I don't think OSHA has any jurisdiction in the
over the
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
yes.
You mean this isn't exactly a safe work environment?
Purposely, no. It's not.
no. I believe this is an underground fighting ring. Not-
So for the giant boar, that's an 11 on the save. The giant elk, that's a 17 on the save, and the constrictor snake is a 5.
All right, so 2 of them fail.
Yes, Zegmeister, just mop, mop,
Yeah,
mop.
7, a 3, and a 4. So it's 14.
14 points of thunder damage, 7 to the giant elk. Oh my gosh. Is that's gonna do it. So the constrictor snake that had started to bleed from the pips in its head, with the second shatter, you actually see its eyes rupture, and it falls to the ground.
Nice.
Wow.
One down.
That was wonderful. Good job. Good job, Lilith.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Out! Helios, I did it!
Lilith,
Standing
any-
ovation.
Anything
Shouting
else
a
from you,
little
Lilith?
And then I think, I am pretty proud of myself. I think I'm just going to hang out right here and kind of, that was good.
All right, hanging out there. That would have been the constrictor snake next, but that's then gonna mean Lontil. You are up. What would you like to do?
All right, I just want to peek my head around. I'm hearing all loud banging and snapping and screaming from my friends. I'm just going to peek my head around the tree, and I'm going to fire my produce flame little ball at the boar here.
All right, throwing a produce flame at the boar. Go ahead and roll on advantage because of that fairy fire.
Yep. Here comes the flame. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
23 does hit the giant boar. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
Yep, that is going to be 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. As you throw this flame at the boar, it actually sears its leg and it stumbles a little bit as it's moving, but is able to get back up. But as it stumbled, it cracked one of its tusks on the ground. You can see that it's starting to bleed from the mouth. It's not looking good.
All right.
Lontil, anything else from you?
I think that's all right. I'm just going to step back behind the tree right here.
Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Well,
Yeah.
All right, that is then going to bring us to the giant boar, who, with everything that's happening, it's going to attempt to charge at you, Fess. It's probably not going to be able to do much of anything. Yeah, nope, that's a 16 to hit. Nothing going to happen there,
I'll
which
just
is
sidestep it.
going to bring us back to the top of the round. Fess, you're up. Elios, you're on deck. Yes, Fess, you're up, and Elios, you're on deck.
All right. Well,
Oh, and that was even at disadvantage.
Do we want ham or venison? Let's go ham.
Yes, let's.
All right. So I'll turn my gaze over to the boar and I'll say, "All right, it's your turn now." And I'll move my hunter's mark over to it.
Hunter's mark onto the giant boar.
And I have advantage on this bad boy, don't I?
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Delightful. That's 2 natural 20s.
Oh!
What? Fess!
Yes!
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Look at you go, Fess.
Roll
You
that.
know, I'm not going to smite. I need to actually save my last spell slots.
No,
for
you earned
things.
a save one.
Zagmeister, yeah, I'm gonna say count them both.
Okay, that's going to be 12. Plus 6 is 18. Plus 4 is 22 points of piercing damage
2
on that one.
points
Gauntlet
of
Master.
piercing damage on that attack. My gosh, Fess, I'm sorry to say, it only had 1 health left. It dies very. As it charges you, you sidestep, you toss your rapier into the air, grab it by the hilt, and just stab it right in the head, pull it back out.
Nice.
Before you have a
Damn
chance
right I
to do
do.
your second attack, Rezkin Raven has redeemed Agent of Chaos on you.
That makes
so actually,
sense. I've heard that.
Actually, no, I am going to say this will trigger after the second attack because you make 2 attacks on the one
Alright.
action, so this can't interrupt your action. Go ahead
Alright.
and make your second attack now.
That's going to be a 17 to hit Gauntlet
A
Master.
17 does hit the giant elk. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's going to be 13 points of piercing damage, Gauntlet Master.
13 points of piercing damage onto the giant elk, and jeez, pulling your rapier out and
Oh wait,
bringing-
actually no, I lied. That Gauntlet Master. That's going to be 10 points. I
10
apologize.
because you did not have your hunter's mark, correct?
Nope, I didn't. That's correct.
All right. Wait, nope. There we go. Yes, so having then pulled the rapier out from the boar, you into the side of the elk's body. That is going to do it, which is then going to mean we're going to go ahead and spin that wheel of chaos on you, Fess.
Yeah.
You've been an
Few
agent
too
of
many
chaos.
natural 20s. I needed
Let's
this.
see.
I needed to be humbled.
Vulnerable. Fess, as your resistance wears off, you are now vulnerable to all damage for the next 3 turns. And
Feels
Zagmeister
like
is letting
balance.
us know that Fess has broken 200 damage already in this round.
Yes.
Is that
All
possible
right.
through the worship of Kelemvor?
Wow.
Critical smites. Critical smites.
Love
All right,
it.
Elios, you are up. What would you like to do?
Well, you should know by now. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this deer because ham is on the menu, but let's have a buffet.
All right, so go ahead
Yeah.
and roll those attack rolls for me, please.
All right, love it. That's a 22 and a 23.
They will both hit. Go ahead and roll both damages for me.
All right, max damage on one. So that is. That's going to be God. I can't math. 25 points of force damage to the elk.
25 points of force damage. As Fess's
Yeah,
rapier is
that's it.
pulled from the side, it turns its head to look at Fess, and as it does, you are able to hit it once in the broad of the face and the second in the neck. Fess, you hear a massive cracking atop of the sound of the impact. The elk falls dead to the ground, and as Elios, your energy is waning in your hand, you all feel the ground pulled out from beneath you, the air rushing past you, and with that, we're going to go ahead and take a brief intermission. Dang,
Okay.
folks.
All right.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break so that our players can replenish their water, stretch their legs, do what they need to do. As we do that, a reminder: the inspiration points costs are going to be increasing now during this break. So don't go anywhere. We are going to be right back, and we'll see what more damage the players are going to continue to do. We know the room that's up next. You know what's in there.
Yep.
Let's see what goes on. We'll see you all in just a quick minute. And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. Really quick, as we get started, you may note we've got some shrubs in the chat that are in a pumpkin. So, in addition to the pricing going up on some of our inspiration point rewards, we've also added a couple more. Nothing too fancy, but one of them is just a way that you can spend 100 points to have your message highlighted to really grab our attention if there's something important that you want to say. Also, you can now spend 900 to modify some of our emotes. So hope you enjoy. And yeah, see, I told you it wasn't going to make it too expensive. It was just a little more expensive. And I didn't adjust the price of Resurrection at all, because that one's already super expensive.
Yep.
So, as we are continuing on, I always love seeing all the shrubs in the chat.
Mine's got a witch hat.
Oh.
Mine is pumpkin.
I know, I had to log in specifically just to do that. I always log in at the mid-break, and this time I put
It's adorable, though.
Well, folks, after crushing that last room, are you ready to keep
Show me
going?
the crushing bounce!
Yes.
Crush!
Let the slaughter continue.
Put the crushing mode in a pumpkin!
Would
All
that be
right.
crushing pumpkins instead of
Yeah.
smashing pumpkins?
Crushing pumpkins is slightly more hardcore. I don't know.
Oh,
Continuing
God, this
on
room.
into the Gauntlet, folks. You find once again in the grassy area with the tavern or home. You've never actually made it inside. You don't know what it is. Off to the front, and you can see the knoll. Let me double check exactly. Right, because new room. I have to change my stuff. It is the Knoll Pack Lord that is kind of just hanging out down there. Let's see. Who was it? It was Eleos that made the
Eleos
final
took down
blow,
the-
Yes.
which brings us to
Eleos got
that
finished.
point in the initiative, which then means that, well, it's the Knoll Pack Lord's turn. It is going to draw its longbow, and it is going to... Eleos, you're closest. I'm sorry. It's going to take off a couple of shots at you. That first attack, with an 18 on the die, is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Alrighty, so it is going to deal 7 points of piercing damage to you, and as it draws its bow back for a second shot, that one is only going to be a 7 to hit, which is not going to do it. You then see
That's fine.
the large griffin come and land on the roof. It touches down with just enough time before it takes flight again and begins to fly towards you.
Hello, buddy.
Oh, it can actually get all the way here. It's going to come right up here and land at your feet, Fess, and is going to attempt to bite at you. But its first beak attack, that is going to be a 9 to hit, which is not going to hit the shield of Kelemvor. Ooh, here we go. But its claws... Just because I know you're going to love saying this, hey, Fess, does a 20 hit?
Hit shield of Kelemvor.
Fess, when you get a little loud like that, the mic cuts off the first thing that you say, but I'm guessing...
True.
A 20 does not hit the shield of Kelemvor, Gauntlet Master. Just
Okay.
in case you were curious.
So
Gauntlet
that's gonna
ASMR.
that is going to be nothing from the griffin, and then you all know that there's something else here that takes its turn, but you see nothing, you hear nothing, and that
No,
is then
we
going to
know.
bring us to Lilith. You are up, Lontil, you're on deck, Fess, you're in the hole, Eleos, you're after that.
Alright. Is this, friend of ours that is shooting at us, is he wearing metal? Can I see that?
Yeah, actually, he is wearing a chain shirt of armor.
Fantastic. Staring him down, not thrilled that he just hit an arrow into my friend. I'm gonna look at him and just glare and cast... No? Yes. Heat metal on his armor.
Heat metal on the armor. Okay. Let's see here. So what
This is
needs to happen?
If a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so it is wearing it, so go ahead and roll the damage from that.
No, succeed on Constitution. Wait.
It looks as though when you cast the spell, if it's in contact,
Yeah.
it automatically takes the damage. So go ahead and roll that 2d8 fire damage.
That's what I thought. Okay, so that is a
Cheap
7.
spell.
It is how much?
And actually, I'm doing this at level 3. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Oh, okay, at 3rd level. Okay, so how much damage is that?
So I should have done that again. So that is 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage onto the Null Pack Lord. Okay.
And then it must succeed on Constitution saving throw or drop it if it can't. If it does not drop it, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and abilities.
Yes, so because it is wearing it, it's not going to be able to drop it, so it is going to be at disadvantage for everything. So,
Nice.
Great.
All right. Anything else from you, Lilith?
I'm fairly satisfied with that. I don't
All
really
right.
want to get near the trees. I remember something dropping from them last time.
All right, that is going to bring us to Lontil. You are up. What would you like to do?
Well, there's a big bird in my face, which doesn't really too many good options for me here. But I recall my enemy that brought me down last time, and I'm keen on sussing her out. So I'm going to start move. Let's go head towards this tree here.
Okay.
And then I just want to try and yeah, why not? Let's continue the fire. I'm gonna fire down to. Well, actually, am I close enough? Nope, gotta go a little bit further. So I went for 10, 15, 20. Let's go 10 feet further into the here, and I'm gonna send a little flaming ball, produce flame at the null pack.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack for me, please. And let me
so
go ahead and get your... You are shining.
Mm-hmm.
You are slow.
That is going to be a 22 to hit GM.
A 22 does hit the Null Pack Lord. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
There's going to be 7 points of fire damage.
Ooh, 7 points of fire damage. Very nicely done. All right. Anything else from you?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to Fess. You are up. Eleos, you are on deck.
All right. Well, since this griffin decided to fly directly into my face, it's my enemy now, and I will mark it as such. I'll take a bonus action to mark it with Hunter's Mark.
All right, Hunter's Mark onto the Griffin.
And, yeah, mark it.
All
Look
right, go
for a
ahead.
thing to do.
Go ahead and roll that attack for me.
That's going to be a 25 to hit.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's going to be 13 points of piercing damage.
Very nicely done. 13 points of piercing damage to the mighty Griffin. And for your second attack?
I will slash it again with my rapier. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
A 15, let's see, does hit the Griffin. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
Delightful. That's what we're talking about. That's going to be 17 points of piercing damage.
17
Nice.
points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Very nicely done, Fess. Okay. Fess, anything else from you?
I'm gonna glare at it in its beady, birdy, horsey eyes. Liony. No, this isn't a hippogriff, this is a griffin. Liony eyes. Just be like, ah. Yeah. All the vengeance
Okay.
of Kelemvor upon my chest.
All right, Eleos, you're up. What would you like to do?
All right. First, I'm going to fly 15 feet straight up.
All right,
And
15
then,
feet straight into the air.
I'm going to send 2 Eldritch Blasts at the knoll.
2 Eldritch Blasts at the knoll. Go ahead and make those
And-
attack rolls for me.
They're not on advantage, right? It just has disadvantage.
Yes, it just has disadvantage.
That's what I thought. All right. The first one is an 18,
All right, an 18 will hit.
and the second one is a 15.
15 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage on both. Ooh, you guys are going to be just blasting through this. Okay.
All right. The first one is 6 points,
All right.
and the other one is 10 points of force damage.
Very nice. So total is 16 points of damage to the Knoll Pack Lord. Excellent. Eleos, anything else from you?
That's all I can do.
All right. That then brings us to everything else. The Griffin, where it is seeing you take flight, is going to follow suit and is going to fly 15 feet into the air. This will provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Fess.
Oh, yes. Very good. My enemy, my prey, you shouldn't have left. I'm going to... the adrenaline's gotten more expensive. I'm a little bit more hesitant to use it.
I should let everyone know.
I'm going to use a point of adrenaline.
All right, everyone except for Eleos has 2. Eleos, you have 1. Also, Eleos and Fess both have a point of inspiration.
Right.
Hits.
Could you repeat that for me, please?
15.
A 15.
That's right, roll the 15. 15 does hit, right?
15 does hit the Griffin. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's going to be 11 points of piercing.
11 points of piercing onto the Griffin.
Yes, yes.
Dang. All right, well, it is then going to fly over to you, Eleos, and it is going to first attack with its beak. And that is going to be a 14 to hit. Reminder, because of slow, you have -2 to your AC.
Yep. That does hit. Now, I have a question.
Yes.
It's during the round, I can only do an action or a bonus action or a reaction. Or is it
I
just on my
believe-
turn?
So on your turn, you can only take an action or a bonus action. You can't do both. And I believe you can't take reactions. Let me double check this.
Okay.
Also, want to point out that Ben's screen has frozen on.
Yeah.
Yes. It happens.
I read a
Discord.
contemplative face. I
At least
love
it's a good face.
It is. It is an
wonderful.
excellent face. All right. So yes, you cannot take reactions.
Okay. All right.
All right. So for its beak attack, that is going to be 8 points of piercing damage, and then it is going to attempt to claw at you as well, and that is going to be a 15 to hit.
Yep.
All right. That's going to be 12 points of slashing damage as it first pecks into your shoulder and then claws across your chest.
All right.
And that's going to do it for the Griffin. The Knoll Pack Lord is going to come up to you here, Lontil.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to use its multi-attack. Let's see here. Yeah, so it is going to attack you twice with its glaive. Unfortunately, because it is unable to doff the armor that is currently on fire or heated, it is going to have this at disadvantage. So actually, Plenty Pockets.
But I also have Fairy Fire still going.
So it'll be a straight roll. Plenty Pockets, because it had the disadvantage on the armor, I will let you, if you would like, you can rearrange that sabotage if you would. All right, so for that first attack, that is going to be a 10 to hit.
Nope.
All right, and for its second attack, that is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
All right, so that is going to be 13 points of slashing damage as it cuts into you. And
Okay.
20 Pockets has put that sabotage on the griffin instead. Okay. All right. That is then going to bring us to the Gitzerai Monk, who you see him step out from within the he drops down from the branches of this tree. And
Do it.
Bugger.
it's going to move up
okay.
to you here.
Uh-oh.
Its first attack is going to be, let's see here, with advantage because of, that's still not bad. That's going to be a 9 to hit. And its
Nope.
second attack, okay, is a 16 to hit.
I'm going to spend my bardic inspiration to add to my AC.
Very nicely done. Okay, so none of
So
that
that'll-
hits.
Yeah, that'll bring it up to a 22.
Good use of that. Good use of that bardic inspiration. That's gonna do it for the Gitzerai Monk, and that is everything, bringing us to Lilith. You're up. Lontil, you're on deck, and then we'll be back at the top of the round.
Right. First, I am going to use my bonus action to continue to burn this thing alive.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage on that.
That sounded that sounded
I like
really
the sound
good.
of that.
Oh no, I have the math. Hold on. So 18,
Level 5. Math.
18.
18 points of fire damage. Ooh. Okay. As the chain shirt on the Knoll Packlor begins to sear now white with heat, you hear it give out a scream of pain, and it falls to its knees, smoking, and then collapses
Yes.
on the ground in front of
Yes.
Lontil.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Way to go, Lilith.
I have 0 regrets. All right. And then I am going
Braggart.
to turn to this Griffith who attacked my friend, and I am going to stab him with my rapier.
Now, it is 15 feet in the air right now, so it is out of
he
reach.
is? Oh, well then.
Yep.
Okay, well then fine. He's out of reach for that, but he isn't out of reach for frost.
He is not out of reach for frost.
I am going to try to make him an ice sculpture.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Aye. Do I have an adrenaline surge? Oh, do I want to use one?
You have 2 adrenaline surges.
Yeah, I'll use one.
Okay.
Oh, I do not regret that decision. 16.
A 16 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on the griffin. I like how you guys are now concerned about using your adrenaline surges. This was the point.
Make it harder.
5 points of cold damage, and he is now slowed.
5 points of cold damage, and his speed is cut in half. There are some icy shards on his wings that every time it flaps, is just almost as if snow is coming down onto the ground. Okay, anything else from you, Lilith?
I like snow. We have more of that. And that is it for me.
Okay, that is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up. Fess, you're on deck.
Oh, I knew this. This
Oh.
fists and kicks strike out to me, catching my shield. A nice tonerous bung from the inspiration up to my ice. I'm going to begin to weave my hands in a structural, rhythmic motion. And I'm going to cast Hold Person on this goddamn monk.
Nice.
Okay, what does it need to make?
That is, I know it's going to be a risky move, but it's best. It's a wisdom save, please, GM.
Wisdom save on the monk. That is a 9.
He is paralyzed.
Okay.
Oh,
So
And now I'm concentrating on the spell.
let's
All
see
right.
here. All right. So the Gitzerai Monk, as it's come down and makes 2 attacks against you, as it rears back for a 3rd attack, it just stops perfectly still. Very nicely done. Okay.
I'll call out to my friends. I've got the monk. Focus on the griffin. I've got it, and I'm going to use my bonus action to chomp on its shoulder with my Hungry Jaws feature.
Okay, go ahead and let me see here. So go ahead and make that attack. I believe that yeah, it'll be at advantage.
Yep. Oh boy, I'm going to definitely spend a point of adrenaline to
All right.
re-roll the 3 that I was accompanied by the 2 at that roll.
Okay. All right, that
So
puts
this is-
everyone at 1 adrenaline surge.
That is going to be a 10.
A 10. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit, even as it's paralyzed. As you're talking to your friends, you bring your jaws back and
Just
catch
snap
it
wide.
on. Yeah, you catch the bit of its shoulder, but it's on your gums, not actually on your teeth.
That's all right. I'm just going to use my movement just to come here
Okay.
and continue concentrating on keeping that fucker in place.
All right. That is then going to bring us to Fess. You are up. What would you like to do?
The air, 15 feet in the air.
Yes, it is 15 feet in the air.
This is a tough call because I can't hit the bird, but I can hit the monk. Will I destroy hold person if I hit him?
No, you can damage it as much as you want. It doesn't do a thing.
I think I'm gonna go for the monk. Doesn't have my hunter's mark on it either, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna go right here.
Okay. Rushing towards the now paralyzed monk, go ahead and roll your attacks, and let's. Fess has been dealing a massive amount of damage already. We're about to see that skyrocket.
This is an advantage, right?
It is at advantage.
Oh, good. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
A 26 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and please know that because it's paralyzed, attacks made against the creature within 5 feet of it count as criticals.
Well, then that's going to be 12 damage.
All
No.
right.
Yes. Wait. Oh, I may have been doing my math all wrong all night because I forgot I have a plus round rapier literally all night.
So double the die, and then add the +1 on top of that.
Yeah, that's I know. I've been forgetting to add 1 to my damage all night, Gauntlet Master, because I'm a dang fool. That's 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage on your first attack, and
And on the second, that's going to be a 24 to hit.
24 also hits. Go ahead and roll that again.
Oh, right, that's an auto crit, right?
Yes, it's any melee
Great.
attacks against it are auto
13
crits.
points of damage.
Wait,
How much?
melee or ranged?
Wait, sorry, Fess, how much damage was that?
13 then again.
Another 13. So
Well,
it's any.
doesn't it auto crit? Oh, I roll. Oh, ignore me, please, Gauntlet Master. Just let me roll. Let me roll those twice. I mistook what you were saying.
Okay,
Apologies,
so-
Gauntlet Master.
How much damage did you roll on the first one, Fess?
On the first one, I rolled a 3, so that's 6 plus 5 is 11.
Okay.
And then on the second one, it is a 2, so that's 4 plus 5 is going to be 9.
Okay, so 20 points of damage total.
Yes. Thank you for your patience, Gauntlet Master.
No worries. So, for everyone else, any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So you have to be right next to it to make the attack. So you can use a ranged attack, but if you are within melee range, the attack will be a straight roll because you're within melee range, making it disadvantage, but attacks are at advantage, so it'll be straight. So if it hits and you're within 5 feet of it, it's an automatic critical.
Yep, I don't know what I was doing with my brain there. It's fine. It's fine. I'm doing fine.
Okay. Fess, anything else from you?
That should do it. That should do just fine.
All right. That is then going to bring us to Eleos. You are up. What would you like to do?
Right. Well, hello, buddy. I'm going to pull out my spiked chain
All right.
as it glistens, and I'm going to attack Griffin. Yeah. And that's a 17 to hit.
A 17 does hit the griffin. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
All right. So that is 8 points.
8 points.
But at level 5, I now have Thirsting Blade as an invocation. So now I can attack a second time with
All right.
my pact weapon. So
Go ahead and make that
Nice.
second attack for me, please.
oh, not as good. Let's see, what is that? That is a 12 does not hit.
A 12 just hits the griffin. Go ahead and roll damage. Also, as that damage is being rolled, Fess, Zagmeister, our mod in the chat, is saying that you're making this job very hard right now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how the game works, apparently. I've just been playing it for a while. It's fine. It's doing just fine.
Oh,
Eleos. Oh, shoot. Did we just lose Eleos entirely?
um,
Ah,
Did
there he
you?
is. You're frozen, but
Okay.
your face is frozen, but we can hear you. Go ahead, and how
oh,
much
I
damage
heard
was
you.
that?
So that was 8 points of, or 8 more points.
8 more points of damage from your second attack with your
Bollocks.
spiked chain. So even as you are slowed, now with the griffin almost slowed to the same pace as you, you pull out your spiked chain and fling it about, lashing it once in the wings and then a second time across the chest. And it seems as though the musculature that you hit, both in the wing and its chest area, it can't maintain flight anymore. It falls to the ground. It is dead. Okay. Eleos, anything else from you?
I will fly over here.
All right. In that case,
And that's all.
that is then going to bring us to the everything else, which is just the Gitzerai Monk that remains. It's going to do nothing on its turn, and at the end of its turn, it is going to attempt to make that save again.
Wisdom. Yep, wisdom save.
And that is a 9. It is still
Doesn't save.
held in place,
Yeah.
which is then going to
Yes.
bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you're on deck. Fess, you're in the hole.
Bring
Let's-
him down, Lilith.
Fantastic. I am going to go here, even though I don't know if I necessarily need flanking and friendship. It doesn't hurt. Alright. So I rolled a 22.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll that damage for me, please. And remember, counts as a critical.
Alright. That is 13 points of piercing.
13 points of piercing damage onto the Gitzerai Monk. And it is still, well, unmoving, but it appears to still be alive. Lilith, anything else from you?
Yes, the thing that I wanted to do earlier that I have yet to do, I am going to finally heal myself.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll that healing. And I just realized I don't think the audience has been able to see your health. I'm going to fix that now.
Alright, and I'm doing it at 3rd level because I need to. Oh man, and I rolled all that's terrible. A 1, a 1, and a 2.
All right, well, it's some health, but it could have been better. Is that your turn, Lilith?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to Lontil, you're up. Fess, you're on deck.
Oh yes, it's time to slice and dice. As I march up to Monk behind its back, I'm going to draw my scimitar and attempt to slash its hindquarters open.
Alright, go ahead and make that attack for me.
Alright, at advantage, that is going to be a soft 20 to hit.
Soft 20 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
And that is going to be pretty cool. So that is going to be 13 points of slashing damage, maximum damage on it.
Very nice. For 13 points of damage. Lontil, as you cut into the back of the Gitzerai Monk, you can feel the power of your spell waning, and for a second you think, wait, that's not right. And then you see why, as the body of the monk falls to the ground dead. And with that final blow, you all feel the ground beneath you pulled out and the air rushing past you, and you crash land once again into the darkness that is the
Oh.
cave. And at
Alright.
the
Alright.
far
Back here.
up ahead of you, you can see a small lizard-like creature with wings lapping at the water, and as it turns, you can see this is another dragon wormling. This one is green. So,
Alright.
All right.
with Lontil, the last in the initiative, that is then going to bring us to... actually, Fess, you are up. Eleos, you are on deck.
Well, I'll look over at this dragon and be like, "You're cute, but I know you're nasty," and I'll put my hunter's mark right on it.
All right, Hunter's Mark going on to the green dragon wormling.
All right, and I will move here.
All right, moving forward.
Like here. And yeah, and I will hold my attack for the first thing that comes into range.
Okay, holding your attack for the first thing that comes into range. Okay, Eleos, you are up. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm gonna walk here, and then for my bonus action, I'm just gonna cast Hexblade's Curse on the little wormling.
All right,
We're
Hexblade's
just
Curse onto it
putting
as
all
well.
the
My gosh, yeah, you're just throwing everything
the
on it.
adorable baby dragon.
And that's all I can do on my turn.
Okay. Also, really quick, Lontil, do you know how much longer you have on your?
Fairy Fire, I believe I have. That was the 5th turn. So 5 more.
All right, good to know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not
as-
fun
No.
glowing like this.
I'm so slow. It's
Okay. With that happening, Lontil, are you on the ground or are you in the air?
I
Or sorry, Eleos.
I'm on the ground
Okay.
because I start right. I start every thing on the ground.
Yes, you start every
Yeah.
new room on the ground. As you both move towards the green dragon wormling, you can see that a section of the stone wall here begins to move that you had not noticed before, as a large, it almost looks like a massive snake coils onto the ground. It's still a medium-sized creature, and it's either a snake or a worm. It doesn't seem to have a face or a head, and as it reels up, the front end of this worm opens up into 4 large tendrils, and you can see a massive beak on the inside as a grick has slithered into the arena and is
Yeah.
moving towards you, Eleos.
All right.
And it is going to use its attack to try and hit you with its tentacles. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Uh-huh.
All right. So that is going to be 13 points of slashing damage. And as it hits you, it is able to then pull you in and take an additional bite at you with its beak.
Well, I'm down, so.
Okay. So that second attack with its beak is a 16 to hit.
Well, I mean, I'm down, so.
It's still attacking you, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's still up against your armor class.
Yeah, no, that hits. That
Okay.
hits.
So as that hits, that is 1 failed death save on you, Eleos.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
That is it. Lilith, you are up.
Alright. Seeing my friend go down, the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him at 3rd level.
Ooh, healing word at 3rd level. Okay. Go ahead and roll that healing for me, please.
Alright. I'm gonna roll the exact same thing. Oh no, I didn't. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. So that is 10 points of healing, and I'm now on third level spells.
10 points of healing as Eleos comes back from unconsciousness. Well done. Anything else from you, Lilith?
Oh yes, that was just my bonus. So then for my actual action, I am going to try to slow down the dragon that is drinking. Just a little bit.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack roll for me, please.
13?
A 13 does not hit the green dragon wormling. As your bolt of ice heads towards it, it just moves its head out of the way, looks back towards you. It's young, but you can still see some smarts behind those eyes.
Oh, well, I tried.
All right. Let's see
What is it?
here. That is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up. What would you like to do?
All right, a little bit different style foe here in this. I am going to use first my movement. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet here. Once back against the pillar of stone. And I am going to. Actually, you know what? Instead, no, I want to go right here. That's just fine. I am going to once more chant a string of draconic language as I'm going to conjure a few more beasts to help us out. Instead of this time, I'm going to summon from the water, over by the one from the water, a giant toad just peeks its head up from the water, eyes blinking, and hops out onto there. So I'm going to I can get two of these guys, one by the dragon wormling and one right here by the Grick.
All right, and it looks as though I don't have any giant toads left in my arsenal. Let me see if I can find... that'll work.
Some sort of frog.
All right, and let's double check on this. Remind me of their size.
They are large.
Okay.
And they also have a +1 to Dex. So
large and a +1 to Dex. All right,
they'll go
so
with
that
me
will
on initiative as well.
Yeah, so that will put you in right after you in the initiative.
Yep.
Oh, that's odd. Why it's got a thing across there. All right, I'll say that they are summoned there. Also, hello, Kidson97. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. That is heading towards our players' new health potions. Okay, so you've summoned your toads. Anything else for you on your turn, sir?
Am I able to summon the second one by the Grick? Treating this. Summon spirits in a form in unoccupied spaces that you can see within range. Yes.
Yeah, I don't
I'd
see
love
why
to
not.
be able to split them up, one each.
Sure. Do you want it here? Do you want it on the other side of it?
On the other side, flanking with.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. Thank you.
All right, and I will go ahead and give you control of these as well.
Sure. Yes, for my bonus section, I am a little bit squishy, so I'm going to just close my eyes and base shape into a dire wolf.
Okay. Wow. Suddenly all of the animals coming out to play.
Mm-hmm.
Let me grab your dire wolf form.
Still glowing, but I stand up a little bit longer.
All right, there you go. And let me give you control of that as well. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and make you glowing as well. That anything else on your turn? My gosh, that was so much.
Nope. That is exactly what I wanted to have.
All right. That is then going to bring us to your giant toad's turn. So go ahead and what would you like for them to do?
They are going to open up their giant mouth and to bite on each of these foes in front of us. First, on the dragon wormling.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack roll for me.
All right, so that is going to be. Oh, that's good. That's a soft 20 to hit.
Soft 20 does hit the green dragon wormling. Go ahead and roll that damage for me, please.
Ooh, so much dice, so much dice. Love. All right, so that is going to be. Yeah, that's good. That's 12 points. 14 points of piercing damage.
14 points
And-
of piercing damage. All right.
8 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
And
let's see
the
here.
dragon worm is grappled.
So it was 13 points of piercing?
14 points of piercing.
14 points of
8
piercing.
points of
So as
poison.
as the giant toad bites into it, you can see that, well, it feels the cut go into the green dragon wormling, but nothing happens from the poison that is affecting
Yeah,
it.
figured as much. However, it is grappled.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't say anything about escaping the grapple. It just has a DC 13 escape, so I'm guessing it can take an action
Yes.
to escape on its turn. Okay, so that's the first toad.
Jeez. Okay.
The next one by the Grick is going to do the same thing.
All right. Go ahead and roll that attack as well.
And Eleos is prone, so no advantage on this.
I'm not.
Yes, you were killed. You
Oh,
were.
because I died and
yeah.
I came
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Well, you were
Right,
knocked
right, right.
unconscious.
I did not pick you up.
This will be a straight roll. That's good. That's still a 22 to hit.
A 22 does hit the Grick. Go ahead and roll that damage as well.
All right. That is going to be 8 points of piercing damage
Okay, 8 points of piercing damage.
plus 9 points of poison damage.
All right, hold on. I'm giving your guys the health bar really quick. Okay, so remind me of that was how much and how much?
9 points of poison and 8 points of piercing.
9 and 8. Okay, whoop, that's not what I wanted at all. Excellent. So, and is it 2 grappled?
Yep, it is also grappled.
Okay, let's see here. See.
And then that'll be it for the toads.
Okay. The Grick being grappled, or wait, no, it's not the Grick's turn. It is the Green Dragon Wormling's turn, and it is not enjoying what is happening here at all.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, and it knows it's not going to have a great job here. So though it's grappled, it's going to wrench its neck around and open its jaw and just breathe this this fume of gas. This green gas emanates from its mouth and envelops the toad. I need the toad to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Sure, okay. That will be a 17.
All right, a 17. So it saves. It will only take half of this. It takes 15 points of acid damage.
Nice.
Good.
Okay.
That's half.
And
Excuse me?
No.
the Green Dragon Wormling just
okay.
remains wriggling as it is grappled. Okay. That is then going to bring us to the top of the round. Fess, you are up, and Eleos, you are on deck. What would you like to do?
Cute, but it breathes nasty things, and I put my hunter's mark on it, so I'm gonna go attack the baby. It's gonna be fun.
It's what Fess does.
Yep, I kill adorable things. You bet. That was in my charter with Kelemvor. Yep. Cause it's grappled. Do I have advantage, Gauntlet Master?
Let's see here. No, you do not. So really
Okay.
quick, let me check on something on the giant toad.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
It
That I'm
is
just not
grappled.
mercilessly slicing.
Oh,
It does
hold
say
on.
it's restrained.
Yes, so it is grappled and restrained. So hold on, it might not have been able to do that.
Great.
Oh no, it could still do that.
Yeah.
So yes, you will have advantage on the attack roll.
Great. Great. I feel like a good person. 27 hits.
A 27 does hit the green dragon wormling. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Great!
How many of the wormlings have you killed, Fess? Just question.
All of them.
All of them! That's going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points of piercing damage into
Yep.
the green dragon wormling. Okay, anything? Well, that's your first attack. Second attack?
Yep, we're gonna do it again. Oh boy, just pulling out my best moves. That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
24 does hit. Go ahead and roll that damage as well.
Okay, that's going to be 12 points of piercing damage to the adorable poison-breathing dragon.
All right, another 12 points of damage to the adorable poison-breathing dragon. It's still writhing in the giant toad's mouth. Fess, anything else from you?
So cute. Nope, that's okay.
All right, Eleos, you are up. What would you like to do?
All right, so I'm going to stand up using half of my movement,
Okay.
which I am no longer slowed because I went down.
Yes, that spell is no longer there.
All right, and I'm flanking, but also it's restrained.
Yes,
correct?
so you will have advantage on this.
All right, so for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Branding Smite. So my already glowing packed weapon shines a little brighter with some radiant energy.
Okay.
And I'm going to do an attack at the Grick here.
Okay.
All right, at advantage, that is a 17 to hit.
A 17 does hit the Grick. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
All right, and I assume I will double all the die. No, it's not. It's not a crit. Never mind.
Just add that
If
extra.
only.
Add that extra branding damage.
Yep. That would be 20 points of. Well, hold on. That's 12 points of piercing damage.
All right, and is your
and
weapon considered
8 points
magical?
of. Yes.
Okay.
And what did I just say? 8 points of radiant.
And 8 points of
Damage.
radiant. As the Grick is wriggling in the mouth of the giant toad, you slash at it with your spiked chain, and it stops moving as the toad seems to have caught itself some dinner, as
Oh.
presented
Hey,
by you.
nice.
All right. Then I guess for the rest of my movement, I'll just wander right here.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to Lontil.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Whoa.
Begging your pardon?
Okay.
What?
Well, I'm actually okay at this. Here we go. 15.
15. Okay. All right.
I didn't think there was anything else in this room.
As in your direwolf form, you are looking for the next prey to kill. You can feel a pang of pain diving into your brain, as if something attempting to poke at it with a needle. But you're able to shrug it off, and it goes away. Lilith, what's your passive?
Beg your pardon.
16.
16.
Yes.
Okay. None of you see anything.
Huh.
Fantastic. That makes me
Lovely. That's just lovely.
great about
That is going to
right?
bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you are on deck.
Alright, so I don't see anything. I just know what just happened to Lontil. All I know is we now have a dragon to kill. So I am I'm going to go. Let's see. I'm going to come up here next to my friend. And I'm actually going to drop my rapier and pull out my hand crossbow. Well, do I want to do that? Yeah, why not? Let's do something different for once. And try to hit it.
All right. Go ahead and roll that attack roll for me, please.
Is it on advantage because it's currently grappled? Or?
Let's see here. It is on advantage because it is restrained.
Well, I think I go wide with a 12.
A 12, yes, does not hit the green dragon wormling. Anything else from you, Lilith?
Seeing that was an utter failure because I never used my crossbow, I'm gonna show my crossbow.
Okay. All right. That is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up. What would you like to do?
Oh, it was rather scary having pierced into my mind and take control. I just want to try and sniff around, try and see if there's anything, any creature, any other beastie in this room that I might be trying to hide from me, and try and sniff around a little bit. Start slunking slow to the ground and make my way here to
All
do
right.
so.
Looking around, do you want to be making a perception check?
Yeah, precisely. I just want to try and
Alright.
suss out where that
All right, go ahead and give me that perception check for me.
All right, and it's at advantage because it is a smell-based check with a dire wolf. That is much better. Just double checking the stats here. It's a 17 on the die, so that is going to be an 18.
Sniffing around, you smell toad,
Mhm.
death, blood, the foul smell from the poisonous cloud that is kind of wafting away.
Mhm.
Nothing else.
Okay. Well, that was 20 feet of my movement here. I'm prowl around here, this side of the room.
Okay.
Again, eyes attuned for anything. What's and I guess I will finish my turn there.
Alrighty. Now for the giant toads, what would they like to do?
Well, that one, the one that was with the Grick, of course, is gonna go just blink and just and drop it. It's
Dropping
only
the
got,
massive worm.
Yeah, it's only got 20 feet of movement, so it's going to move in 10, 20 feet here.
Okay.
And that's just going to be its turn. I can't really do much else.
All right.
The other one is going to double back and attempt another bite at the green dragon wormling.
Another bite
That's
on
in
the
its
green
mouth.
dragon wormling. Go ahead and make that attack roll on advantage, I believe.
Perfect. 16 and a 17, so 21.
21 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna ignore the poison damage. What's a double zero? Is that a 10?
10, yes.
Okay, so 13 plus 2 is 15.
15 points of piercing as the giant toad is just playing with this small dragon wormling. It grips it, tosses it up in the air, and swallows it whole. It's gone.
Lovely.
All right. Okay, yeah. Apparently we are not done yet, so we're just gonna have this one. That was its action. Yeah, it's gonna hop in the water and kind of
All
just
right.
sink it down. Not hide, but it's just gonna drop down so that bleedy, blinking eyes are peeking around.
Okay. That is then going to bring us back to the top of the round, because the green dragon wormling is dead. Fess, you are up. What would you like to do?
gonna feel a little bit better that I didn't kill the baby. The helpless, scaly baby. Okay. Well, we haven't left yet, which means there's something else in this room. So I'm going to head back to my friends here. And how beat up is everybody looking here?
I'm about half.
I'm about half as well.
My dial
And-
was full.
Are you able to see their
Alright.
health bars on Roll20?
I can only see Eleos.
Ah, let me
Mhm.
fix that.
I can only see Eleos as well.
Same.
Really? All right, I'll get
Which,
that fixed. for
because of
everyone.
Hexblade's curse, I did gain 9 hit points when the dragon died. So,
Okay.
but I'm still at half.
I don't think either of you desperately need any healing, so I'm going to hold an attack.
Divine sense, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, I could. Sure. Why not? There's probably nothing gonna come right up to my face, so let's use a divine sense.
All
Why
right.
not? My eyes will flicker with a little bit of that gray light.
And it is undead, celestial, and fiend. You sense nothing in this room.
Yeah,
I mean,
feeling.
All
Yeah,
right.
other than present company excluded.
Yes.
Exactly.
Your
Exactly.
buddies.
I sense I have
Like,
friends.
bitch, we aren't. You know.
You do ping on
We
Divine
do.
Sense.
Oh,
We've-
I'm
I've
assuming.
figured
I'm
this
just,
before.
you know,
Yeah.
saying we're not.
All right.
No,
so
you're my friends. You're my
with
fiend
nothing
friends.
else-
Fine.
Exactly.
So with nothing
that.
else.
That's all I can do.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to Eleos. You are up. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm going to. Oh, is that a bad idea? I'm gonna fly about 10 feet in the air,
Okay.
and then I'm going to hold my action, which is an attack action,
Mm-hmm.
until I sense where an attack is coming from.
Okay. And so, just to be clear, the attack action would be with your spike chain, correct?
I'm gonna hold Eldritch Blast.
Okay. All right. So, that is then going to bring us to the thing. And with everyone moving away, it is able to sniff this out. So, you all can see as it rounds the corner, it looks like it's very small. And at first, you don't see much moving from the shadows. It looks like a small dog, but then you notice that its body is a humanoid-sized brain on 4 legs
Oh.
as it
Nice.
begins to scuttle towards you. This is an intellect devourer, and Fess, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, Fess. Sweet Fess.
We are not an intelligent group. Well,
Well, speak for yourself.
Elliot, the rest of us are not intelligent.
You. My last point of adrenaline.
Using your last point of adrenaline surge. All right.
Come on. What's going on here?
Well, that was a waste. So that's going to be an 11, Gauntlet Master.
Unfortunately, an 11 does not save.
I had a feeling. Yep. Cool. Alright.
All right, so you take 20 points of psychic damage.
Cool!
Oh my god.
And
This is not good.
What now?
because your intelligence score is a 7.
Yes. We don't need to say these things aloud, okay? We all
I don't
know
know it
what
was that low. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Your intelligence score is reduced to 0, and you fall unconscious.
Oh shit. Would my action have
You don't
it
have-
would have happened
Oh,
after
yes.
it attacked.
After it attacked, yes. So with all of this happening, I will say you can go ahead and make those attack rolls now.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
So that's a 25 to hit on the first one.
25 will hit. Go and the second one.
The second one is a 19 to hit.
A 19 will also hit. Go ahead and roll damage on both. And the chat is just, let's see, Witch King has redeemed an adrenaline surge for Fess. Compliance Investigator has redeemed an adrenaline surge for Lilith. Lazy Gothy has redeemed Sabotage on the Intellect Devourer. And Compliance Investigator has redeemed an adrenaline surge for Fess. And Zag is saying, this is fine. This is fine.
It's fine. This is great. It's fine.
I mean,
We're okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is 25 points of force damage.
Oh, dang.
Yes, I rolled really well on those attacks.
Okay. Also,
Thank
Compliance
you.
Investigator has given in another adrenaline surge to Lontil. So as
thank you.
Fess's brain literally shuts down and she falls to the ground stunned, it begins to scurry towards her. And as it does, 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast just and obliterate the brain, and bits of gray matter go flying. It is dead. And as that happens, you are all whisked away, and you find yourselves in the comfort of a sanctuary.
My rapier since it was at my feet.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that survival check to make sure you get it back. It's a rapier. It'll be really easy to get. So, what was that?
It was an 8. I really love survival.
And
Come on. It was at my feet.
I'll say an 8 is for large things that were right at your feet. You got to beat a 5. So I'll say you absolutely I'll say you have to beat a 5 for that. You've got your. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you've got your rapier. If you'd gotten lower, we'd be having a different story.
I think I've. Okay.
So, I need to double check something here.
Oh, I get my bardic inspiration back.
Oh, we're in a short rest, right?
Just
Yes.
No. Aid lasts for 8 hours. So you're good. Those 5, your increased hit points remain.
And I will be playing a lovely little calming tune on my flute to kind of.
Although, am I just still a puddle on a cot?
That's the
Gauntlet
question.
Master?
Yes.
What's the scoop?
Your intelligence will remain at 0 until you are able to recover at least 1 point of intelligence.
How did she do that?
Well,
So I'm a puddle.
you are a puddle.
Okay, good.
Nice.
How do you?
I'm just
regain
on a cot.
Is this a magical thing, GM?
resurrection?
This is not. So it's not. It's otherworldly, but it's not a
It's not
magical
a
effect.
It's not a magical effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This was a psychic effect.
Do you have anything? So would like
Well,
temporary intelligence help? Not that I
I'm
have.
going to go over to Fess, and I'm going first. I'm gonna try cast Cure Wounds on her.
All right. You cast Cure Wounds. Go ahead and roll the healing on that.
Sure. That is going 7 points of healing to.
All right. Fess regains 7 health, but their intelligence is still unaffected.
Yeah, well, she's not unconscious anymore. I hope.
No, she is still unconscious.
Oh wait, no, I'm still. You're right, I am. Still
Oh.
unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
never
brain
unconscious
dead.
for damage.
Yeah. Fess never fell to the ground unconscious because of taking damage. It is because their intelligence has been reduced to 0. So it is they are stunned until you regain at least 1 point of intelligence.
How do you regain intelligence? I am not very intelligent.
I wonder if greater restoration.
That's
Oh,
out of our
no.
capabilities right now.
That is way beyond our capabilities.
Yeah.
I am still at lesser restoration.
Oh, Fess.
While we're thinking about this, I will be playing a song on my flute, so that anyone who wants to roll hit die will gain an extra 1d6 hit die.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
roll
can't,
one.
Gauntlet Master. I'm assuming I can't.
So I should let you know, actually, Fess, you're not
On
fully unconscious, so you are stunned. You are incapacitated. You can't move. You can speak only falteringly. You automatically failed strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls against you are at advantage. So you are still up. Well, you're up. You're not about. Yeah. Essentially, you're somewhat of a vegetable right now.
Oh god.
Well,
Oh,
I'll
man.
roll the hit die.
Yeah, you are still you are able to recover from the short rest.
I hit die roll.
Gauntlet Master,
Yes,
I'd
Eleos.
like to look in the chests.
Yes, you would.
Also, Gauntlet Master, I
Mhm.
apparently forgot Ray of Frost gains an extra 1d8, so I'd been doing that totally wrong. This
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I had my rapiers in the wrong order and was reading the rapier order for my old rapier all night because it's in the wrong
You guys.
order. So it's fine. We've all been playing this game for years. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's totally fine. I know how to play the game. It's
I
fine.
didn't realize I gave it a hit die with Ray of Frost. It wasn't really on the
Yep.
thing. I didn't realize.
All right, so as you look inside the chest, Eleos, peering in, you can see some soft green glistening in the bottom in a hardened stone, and picking it up, you can see that there are 2 pieces of malachite at the base of the chest. And as you
I
hold them
love
in your
it.
hand, they vanish. That is another 20 gold in your coffers towards your goal. So, as
diggity.
you get a little bit more gold towards your greater healing potions, as Fess lays on the couch, we're going to go ahead and call that for today's episode of the Gauntlet. Now, this does kind of work out because next week we are going to be down Fess. So
Yeah.
Fess is the one
I'm
that's...
just gonna take a nap.
We'll figure
Nap,
it
nap
out.
time. Need blankie.
I'll find a blanket and I'll put it over Fess. Tuck her in. Put the sides in, you know.
So
And
be sure to join us
the
next week.
night.
Next week is also it's the day before Halloween. Is that?
The
Oh,
30th.
yeah. So you know, I don't know. We'll
It's not slimy.
hopefully I've got some scary
Oh, I'm
looking
gonna miss
rooms
that one.
ready for you
I'm gonna
guys.
miss the spoopy, scary skeletons. Aw.
Sorry, Fess.
Also, there's a new show on Wednesday. That's coming
Yes.
up.
So this Wednesday we've got the new show that will be airing at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We've already had the session zeros for 2 of the 3 players. We have 1 more to get done. Yes. Those have been recorded, and we'll be putting those on our Patreon eventually. Not before the show has started, slightly afterwards. But our patrons will be able to see the behind the scenes as to how these characters got into it. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's World of Darkness based. And yeah, also a big old thank you to all of our patrons. You guys are all amazing. Thank you all so much for watching, and be sure to join us. We're going to head over to our post-show hangout where I'm going to give all the players the experience that they earned from today's encounter. We're going to talk about what happened, what went wrong, what went very well, and yeah, hope you're all having a great weekend, and we will see you soon. Bye, everyone.